And we're live.
What's up, everybody?
There's Ben.
What's up, y'all?
How's it going, man?
It's going. I just saw your message about sharing that link with Andrew.
Yeah, I don't know how to get in touch with Andrew outside of YouTube.
I will send it to him right now. Are we live?
Yep.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Yeah. It's just the three of us.
Yeah, it happens. I gotta
Everybody.
open this. Oh,
Yeah.
geez. Okay, there we go. We got me watching.
Yeah, David's in there watching too.
I think mine says just one watching.
And it's you?
And well, I'm watching, so I assume it's me. How you guys doing?
All right. How about you?
Doing pretty good.
Do anything exciting this week?
Say again?
Did you do anything exciting this week?
Oh yeah, I got all sorts of shit in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, I got all sorts of crap. I got media books. I got figures. What else did I get? Did I get anything other than media books and figures?
Hey, Mr. Bones.
Is Mr. Bones in the house? What's up, dude?
What's up, Mr. Bones? My camera's frozen.
Uh-oh.
Do you see me moving around on your end?
Yeah.
Weird. It usually fixes itself. Oh, it just fixed itself.
There you go.
I had lunch with Cody today.
Yeah, man. How was that?
It was good. I think he's meeting Mark somewhere in Tennessee, Nashville, or Knoxville this weekend.
Nice.
Hey, Cause.
What's up, Cause? You out there wasting money today?
Well,
let us know in the chat.
How was what'd you guys have for lunch?
We had Culver's. It's a fast food joint. Burgers.
I had street meat, hot dog. It was fabulous.
I haven't eaten today, but I'm gonna order a pizza right now as we speak.
Yeah, I just had pizza myself.
I was gonna go into work today because I got a bunch of shit to do, but then it was kind of rainy and I don't like riding in the rain. It sucks if I don't have to, so I'm gonna go in tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been raining here today. Rainy and cold.
It wasn't too cold here, but all right. I got Philomena last week. This week I'm gonna go with the Star on Grand, I think.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, Brad, how's it going, man? I got like
Hi, Brad.
Delay going on the chat here. So is that the third time you've met up with Cody then?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
I still haven't met up with anyone yet, but one of these days.
So was today the charm?
That's what I'm wanting to know too.
Third time's the charm.
Oh, I was like, what? Brad is this going?
It going.
Yeah, happens to the best of us. I know Gorophobe has a stream going right now as well.
Yeah, he sent me the link and I said I'm on Coast to Coast, so I'll watch the replay.
And Patrick's supposed to be on there today.
What's the topic for tonight?
Phantasm.
Yeah, they're talking about Phantasm.
Yeah.
Classic, man. Love Phantasm.
I think I've only seen the first two. I haven't seen, what, they're 5 now or something like that? Or
yeah, Ravager.
What did you think of Ravager, Phil?
It wasn't great, but because it's part of the Phantasm series, I still like it.
I hear you. Yeah, I didn't really like it too much, personally, compared to the rest of the franchise, but different strokes, man.
Was Angus in it?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know if they had made any without him since he's passed.
No, they haven't.
Robbie's at a bar.
What happened?
Robbie's at a bar.
Oh, nice.
Mr. Bones thought Ravager was depressing.
Yeah, it was depressing, man, because they got like because it's like, I don't know, it was a bummer, man. You got Reggie in like some home. They're flashing between like various timelines, and in one of them he has like dementia, and it's a bummer, man. It's like, come on.
Brass says he liked Ravager better than the original.
Well, he's a contrarian, man. What can I say? He is the.
I love the first three Phantasms are like perfect movies.
Yeah, I love the first one the most.
Yeah, me too.
And then probably 3, and then maybe 2.
I have the set. I just haven't watched anything past 2.
I got this in. Speaking of Phantasm, I got this in this week.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Little resin guy.
Little resin tall man. Looks like Angus Scrum.
Sure does. He's got
a
giant marble in his hand too.
Little minions around the base.
Bronco Juggalo declaring in standard contrarian form, "No, I am not." Just kidding.
What's he saying that to? No, I'm not what?
Because I called him a contrarian.
Oh, contrarian. On the contrary, he is not.
I know. Ravager more than the original, huh? That's an interesting take. To me, the original, there is a bunch of nostalgia wrapped up in it. But I think even just if I had a fresh set of eyes watching the entire franchise like this week, I would still probably put 1 at the top and 5 at the last. What's up, Mr. Dan?
Did you watch anything this week?
I watched Fresh.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it, man. That was good.
Yeah, I liked it too. It was a good movie.
Yeah, I think it was like one of the better sort of, I don't know. It had like a lot of sort of dark comedy in it as well, but it was also kind of like a, thriller.
Yeah, I got a American Psycho kind of vibe from it.
I thought it was awesome, though. I really liked it. Mary Wilson in the house, making us all awesome pictures. Thank you so much for those, Mary.
Yeah, thank you. I got the Dracula in the mail, I think Wednesday.
I have yet to get mine because I'm on the other side of the planet, but I'm sure I'll get it at some point. But thank you so much for sending that to me, and I can't wait to see what it is.
Mr. Bones says he reviewed it, felt American Psycho mixed with Hannibal.
Yeah.
I could see that, but it also had this interesting world of like underground, super duper rich cannibals, who like, and the dude was like well, I guess we're discussing spoilers, so maybe that's not right. I shouldn't be doing that. But I liked it. It was funny, but it was twisted and serious as well, and had some brutal scenes in it too.
So Brad's saying that he thinks that the first Phantasm was full of flaws and was boring.
Well, I mean, everything has flaws, and everything is boring if you're not interested in it. I would say Ravager probably has more flaws in my personal opinion. And I would say is more boring as well, but that's just me. It's all just a matter of taste, you know.
I have flaws and I'm boring, but you like me.
That's true. And I like the first Phil way better than the fifth one.
Yeah, Phil number 1 is the original.
Oh yeah, man. Phil number 5 with a P8.
Mary Wilson artwork there.
Yeah, buddy. That's awesome.
Very, very cool.
I agree with that, Mr. Bones. That whole business model reminded me a lot of Hostel. But I thought the execution of it was really well done. So I like that one a lot. And I watched Scream 5 as well.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did like it. I kind of saw half of the end coming. You know what I mean? Pretty early on.
Mm-hmm.
Felt telegraphed to me, but I don't really, because I'm not a person that tries to like figure out the end usually. And I just like absorb the film and then I get to the end at some point. But this one I was like, oh yeah, totally killer. Got it.
Yeah, the only one that I didn't have figured out was, well, I don't want to give it away if anyone hasn't seen it, but I thought someone else that got killed in the shower was one of the killers. But
yeah, they sort of painted him as a red herring.
Yeah.
I thought there was the dude who gets killed who was in the shower. To me, like, I'm never really taken out of a movie by CG effects, and that effect on that stabbing, man, it like took me out of it. I was like, that looks awful.
Yeah.
Did you watch your 4K Phenomena yet, Ben?
I don't have 4K Phenomena yet.
Oh.
Yeah, man, I'm dragging my ass on that one.
Ben Grimm said X was great. I've been hearing a lot of good reviews for X. I'm kind of.
If this weekend would have been a little different, I would have gone to see it at the Alamo Draft House. But
is it theater only?
It is right now. It just opened this week.
Stupid.
It's been getting like a lot of praise, man. A lot of hype.
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's good because Patrick was like, "Just looks stupid," so it's got to be good.
What's X about again?
They go to a remote place to film a porn, and then
yeah. It's going to be a trilogy.
Yeah, Cody Leach is one of the big channels that I follow, and he said that he's typically not an A24 fan either, but he said that he would say that so far it's his favorite movie of 2022. So
part 2 is going to be called Y, and part 3 is going to be called Z.
Yeah, they're going all the way to Z instead of Z.
They're going right past C to Z.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing that one if I get a chance. They're playing Evil Dead 2 next week at the Alamo Draft House. It would be cool to go to, but I just want to see how it goes. I
got the Evil Dead groovy collection in, so I finally got to watch Evil Dead 1 and 2 in 4K.
You didn't have them in 4K already?
Nope.
Nice.
It's a good set. Like the packaging's flawed, but what can you do?
Is it?
Who's this guy?
What? Look at this guy.
John from Project Ellsworth.
Welcome back, John. How you doing?
I'm doing, man. What's happening?
Nice.
We're just talking about stuff.
All the way to Z?
Yeah.
Bitch.
World War Z.
XYZ.
That's a long way away.
World War Z.
How's everybody been?
Good. How about you?
Living the dream.
Tired?
Yeah, I'm tired. I went over and did a whole bunch of shit in my mom's yard today, and I'm beat.
It was cold here today. I don't know how it was in Jersey, but
it was not cold. It was definitely not cold.
Really?
Mm-mm. It wasn't boiling hot, but I was outside with a chainsaw, sweating my ass off, but that's probably largely because I was working outside with a chainsaw.
Did you happen to massacre any influencers?
No, just a fucking tree.
Oh, bummer. How many followers does that tree have, though, Deputies?
None at the time. They're all
Oh.
gone now. I scared them all off.
Okay.
Is that movie you guys were talking about, X, is that out?
Yeah.
It came out.
When did it come out?
Started
Yes.
in theaters yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
I saw a trailer for that. I actually want to see that.
Yeah, it looks awesome, man.
Mm-hmm.
Donna just being real and the Heezy. What's up, Donna?
So
my
what else was Ty West directed? I mean, I'm not familiar with his filmography.
He did Innkeepers.
Okay.
That was cool.
Yeah, he did House of the Devil, which I love.
Oh wow, that was his.
I think I watched that.
He did You're Next, right? Wasn't that Ty West?
You
He
were
did.
there?
Yep. He did Cabin Fever 2 and VHS.
I didn't want to bring up Cabin Fever 2. I thought that movie was almost unwatchable,
It was
personally.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
I didn't find Cabin Fever 2 to be as bad as Patient Zero, though. Did you get that far?
Oh, with the guy from Goonies.
Yes.
Sean Astin.
I thought that one was better than part 2. Part 2 was like
I'd agree with that.
Centipede part 3 of the Cabin Fever franchise.
Yeah, isn't part 2 the high school prom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yep.
I
There's
thought-
X. X is in my theater.
So I have a question, like with X. So it's like they go to like a farm to shoot a porno, and then killers invade and kill them.
Well, from the trailer, what I got was that they are renting this location on this secluded farm, and the people in the farmhouse are not your average chilled ass people. That's what I got. A lot of people are saying there's Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes.
So my thing is somebody should make a new movie called X,
What's up, Rick?
where they go to the farm to shoot a horror movie, and then people come out and just be like, "No, you're having sex with us right now."
They go to film a porno movie or a horror movie, and a porn breaks out. Yeah.
Yeah,
That one's
exactly.
called Flex.
Yeah.
Triple X, yeah,
That was called X, Y, and Z.
and Z.
And my son was trying to get me to take him to see The Batman tomorrow. But unbeknownst to him, his mom scheduled him to go get his hair cut off.
I'm George Papard.
From the 18.
Yep.
I haven't seen any trailers for X, so I don't know. I think I want to go and see it blindly.
I saw the trailer a long time ago, and when it first dropped, and I've been pretty excited to see it ever since. And
I want to say that I saw it in front of a YouTube video. I don't remember seeing like the trailer being advertised on YouTube. I think I saw the trailer in front of a YouTube video.
I had someone send it to me the day it dropped, and I was like, "Ooh, that looks good."
What do you guys think of Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I like
I loved it.
What, the new one?
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah, I liked it a whole lot.
I thought it was awesome, and it's amazing to me how many people are like really pissed off about it, and how many people have it all wrong. But you know,
Yeah.
you don't have to like it just because I like it. It's not necessarily like an Oscar-worthy film or anything.
Oh,
But,
well, yeah, definitely not.
but I think a lot of the points people have made have been based on incorrect facts about the film. From what I've seen, not all of them, but. And I watched a video yesterday. I can't remember the dude's name. He had like a lot of subscribers, like I don't know, tens of thousands of subscribers. But it was him basically ranting about Bone Tomahawk, how racist that movie was. And I was like, I didn't really have that feel that experience at all. You know.
Me neither. I mean, for obvious reasons, there's like a race issue, but that's like built into the movie. It wasn't like any kind of undertone-ish. I didn't think so.
Yeah, I mean, I think he, I mean, he made, points
Yeah.
to like back up what he was saying, but he was like really pissed off about it, and I felt like he was wrong in a lot of ways. But
I think that you see what you look for. I think if you're looking for that shit, you're going to find it. But you're going to probably find that at your local ice cream stand too, if you're looking for it.
What's up, Calvin?
this was the first time I had heard anything like that about Bone Tomahawk, and then everyone in the comments was like sucking his dick about it, and I was like, oh, I guess there's a lot of people that feel that way.
I still haven't watched that.
And then you were like, oh, I guess I'll go suck his dick too.
What's up, Calvin?
Calvin in the Heezy, what's up? Seth in the Heezy, how's it going? Hellbound?
Yeah. Ben Grimm says that a lot of people didn't know about self-driving cars either, apparently.
Let's see. Ben Grimm says, yeah, it explains more than people say on TCM. A lot of stuff is explained. They buy the town because their grandma was from there. It wasn't random. That is correct. And also, like, I live here in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area. I worked in Silicon Valley. I know a lot of rich ass tech dudes, and when they get an idea to do something, no matter how stupid it is, they got money and they'll do it. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like it's not super outlandish from my perspective. Yeah, and a lot of people don't know about self-driving cars. They felt like, oh, okay, future car, whatever. All of a sudden, cars have autopilot. And I'm like, yeah, the Tesla does have autopilot.
Yeah. That whole idea scares the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I can't imagine sitting in the car and just sitting in the car and not driving the car.
I've done a lot of work with self-driving cars, and I would feel pretty safe about them,
Yeah. Mm.
Personally.
Do you have to like touch the steering wheel ever so often, or blink or something to let them know you're still awake?
Yell in fear.
Hey, just remember, where there's self-driving cars, there's also self-accidenting cars.
And
Well, that's the thing.
Emilio Estevez.
That's the most interesting part about it. Like, you have a self-driving car, and it's probably safer than a human-operated vehicle. But there's situations where there's going to be an accident, because someone like turns left in front of you suddenly or something, and there's a pedestrian over here, and so
or somebody T-bones your self-driving car.
Yeah, but like if the car has to make a choice to like decide which is the lesser of the evils, like that's an interesting thing. Like how do you make that choice?
Yeah, can a self-driving car solve a moral dilemma? Do you squish the fuck out of the person, or do you hit?
It is an interesting thing.
I'm saving myself.
Paint jobs are expensive.
Ben Grimm says he's taken some law classes specific to self-driving cars. Every car is self-driving. It'll be a lot safer.
Life insurance pays more than car insurance.
I kind of agree with that. If all cars were self-driving, I think that it would be safer.
Yeah.
Take the human element out of it completely. But then you'd have like, if you have some guys driving self-driving cars and others, the vast majority not driving self-driving cars, I think that I would still be nervous about that.
I mean, it's still, well, I happen to like have sort of like experience, with self-driving cars and stuff. So like, I guess it depends on who's driving, but I think theoretically it's safer, and practically I think it's probably safer too, though. I would say practically it's not dangerous.
Yeah, self-driving motorcycle.
I've seen a self-driving motorcycle.
That can't be real. Is that real?
They had like it was like a robot. It was a robot-driven motorcycle.
No.
I mean, that's pretty much self-driving, I guess, if they're like a dynamic duo. You know.
Speaking of dynamic duo, has anybody here seen the Batman?
Nope.
No.
All right.
I've been hearing people like that one's getting like just like a metric shit ton of hype behind it.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it. A lot of people say it's very dark and like one of the best superhero movies ever made.
I was a very big fan of the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy and liked it actually way more than the Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton. Like I liked it more than all that too.
I would say
what the fuck is that director's name that's eluding me right now? Johnny Depp's buddy.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I they were good. I liked them, but I like the Christopher Nolan trilogy much more.
Yeah.
Now, how could it be good and too long?
Yeah. That's the thing keeping me from seeing it in theaters. That's 3 hours long. It's like, nah.
Yeah, but if it's really good, too long shouldn't be part of that sentence, right?
Ricky's smoking a blunt. Says, guess what I'm doing? You're smoking a blunt.
I said indica.
Indica.
But I can't remember if you were the indica dude or if he was.
I'm sativa.
Oh, hey, I nailed it.
You nailed it.
Nice. Ben Grimm says he felt the 3 hours.
Oh, we're right. Indica.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, he said it was good, but he can't say that he wanted to stay any longer.
That's not high praise for me.
I heard the old lady threw the necklace back in the sea at the end.
That old bitch. I love Joker.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I love Joker. I thought that was fantastic.
I liked it more than I thought I would.
I was a very big fan of that one.
Yeah, I thought that was really well done, and I think it got, a lot of people did like it, but I don't know. Joaquin Phoenix never comes up when people say like, "Who's your favorite Joker?" It's always like Jack Nicholson or homeboy McGillicuddy.
So I'll tell you what, McGillicuddy and Joaquin Phoenix, it's a real tight race between them. I love Jack Nicholson, but I don't think that you can even compare him to the other two.
Nicholson?
Yeah.
I don't either. I think a lot of people, a lot of people love that movie, and so of course, and there's a lot of nostalgia involved.
Yeah, I totally agree. Absolutely. I'm not even saying that I don't like the movie or his portrayal of the Joker, but I definitely would not compare that to. Would you hell say McGillicuddy or
Boy McGillicuddy? Yeah, that's it.
I thought McGillicuddy was way better. He was a way better Joker.
I concur on that. I wonder, like, Joaquin Phoenix in general is a pretty great actor.
He is.
Heath Ledger, I didn't see in too many things. You know what I mean?
No, me neither.
Knight's Tale, Brokeback Mountain.
I didn't see Knight's Tale or Brokeback Mountain. So the only thing I'm sure I've seen him in some stuff, but
I'm trying to remember if I saw Knight's Tale or not. I know I didn't see Brokeback Mountain. I had no desire to see Brokeback Mountain.
I've never.
I heard it was fantastic. What's that?
I've never seen that movie.
I heard it was fantastic, but I there's no reason for me to watch that movie.
I've never seen it. I've seen pieces of it because when my wife was watching it one day, it's like, "What are you watching?"
Oh, angry
Wranglers.
The thing about Brokeback Mountain that made me not want to see is everyone's like, "This is a fucking depressing ass movie," and I'm like, I don't want to be depressed. I could care less if it's dudes fucking dudes, you know what I mean? Like, or if it's like a sexual relationship. I
don't seek that shit out. But I mean, if it's on and it's a good movie, I won't turn it off. But now I know what it is, and I just have no desire to watch that.
I mean, I'm not big on watching any like depressing ass romance between any couple in general. Like, that's not what I would flock to. I did hear it was very good though.
Yeah, I heard it was a great movie. I like Jake Jelly Roll.
A lot of people in the chat, Mr. Dan and Seth, all saying Cesar Romero, who I think was in the original Batman TV show, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Adam West.
I never watched that show,
That was good.
so I got no love for Cesar Romero.
How the hell did you avoid that show?
I like Little Caesars, and I like George Romero.
Little Caesar Romero.
Yeah, I guess I got a lot of love. Romero.
John, have you seen Scream yet?
No, because I'm gonna wait until it comes out on Blu-ray.
I think it's on HBO or no, sorry, Peacock at the moment.
It's on one of those streaming services now.
Yeah, Peacock.
I damn near watched it, and I was like, you know what? If I watch this, I'm gonna buy that Blu-ray when it comes out, and then it's gonna sit on my shelf, and I'm never gonna fucking watch it. So I'm making myself wait until it comes out, and then as soon as I buy it, I'll watch it.
Well, what you should do is make sure you buy the 4K, and then you'll be like, "Oh shit, I've never seen this in 4K," and you'll watch it.
I think there's a 4K Steelbook coming out from Best Buy.
I thought. Oh yeah, Caesar's Palace is nice. I used to like to gamble there. The one in Tahoe.
I think I went to Caesar's Palace. Was the first casino I ever went in Atlantic City.
The one in Tahoe was good. I used to always hit up Harris. I had a gambling problem for a little while there.
I've been to Harris in New Orleans.
I used to start off at Harrah's in Lake Tahoe, and then across the street was Harvey's, and then Little Caesars was down there. And so, like,
Caesar's Palace or Little Caesars?
well, I guess there was Little Caesars inside of Caesar's Palace. And
I
Caesar
used to go to the
Romero,
casino and eat the shit out of that pizza. It was pizza buffet.
yeah, it was great, man. But yeah, Caesar's Palace.
It would have been a better story if it was Little Caesars.
Yeah. The gambling at Little Caesars is amazing.
I used to have a Little Caesars problem.
I had Little Caesars tonight.
I love Little Caesars.
I haven't had it in like maybe 20 years or something. I don't think I've had it since I moved to the Bay Area.
Satanic Panic's good. I like it.
It's good.
At Dollar Tree.
The best buffet. Around here, I would say the
Dollar
Borgata.
Tree.
The Borgata has the best buffet around here, I think.
Mr.
Dollar Tree has a pretty good buffet, too.
Mr. Dan had done like a haul video, and he found Satanic Panic, and I told him it was good. I enjoyed that one. I thought it was fun. I did like we were just to get back on Scream 5 for a minute. I liked it quite a bit. There was some of the humor made me laugh and worked for me, and then some of like the homage stuff was like pretty on the nose, but also kind of cool. I thought the injured sister, this is me to like not spoil anything. The injured sister I thought was like pretty funny. Oh yeah, VFW was cool.
Yeah.
I've started watching VFW like 3 or 4 different times, and I keep having to turn it off for some reason.
So I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I watched Tombstone for the first time this past week, and I didn't realize that the guy from VFW and Breathe was in Tombstone.
What?
So you didn't realize that it was awesome.
Yeah,
It's a
I
pretty.
knew it's good because everybody quotes "I'll be your Huckleberry" all the time, and
That was a cool movie, man.
yeah, it was good.
I saw. What movie are we talking about? Tombstone?
Yeah,
I saw that in the theater.
Me too.
I did too.
And Unforgiven.
Me too.
and I've seen Unforgiven. That's coming out on 4K, I think, pretty soon.
I'll probably have to pick that up.
I will not be picking that up.
That's probably like I don't really pick up too many things from other genres, but that's probably like my favorite Western.
I'll be putting that one down.
Unforgiven.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Oh, Unforgiven. I thought you said Untouchables. Untouchables is coming out on 4K. Sorry.
Oh,
God damn it, David.
I guess you won't be picking that up.
yeah.
Sorry.
Got me all excited. Now I won't be picking up shit.
Untouchables. Sorry.
When you go to buy that, you like reach out and the dude's like, "Don't touch that, bitch." I'm like,
Can't you fucking read?
Extra security.
yeah, the good, the bad, the ugly. Obviously, amazing Western. I don't Unforgiven. Just I don't know. I mean, that one has it all.
What about Gran Torino?
Gran Torino is cool.
I haven't seen it. Nice car though.
You've never seen Gran Torino?
I never have.
You
It's
should watch that
definitely worth
movie.
watching. Yeah, it's worth watching.
I've
So is
never-
Mule.
I've never seen $1 Million Baby.
I haven't seen the Mule. I've seen Gran Torino, but not the Mule.
Mule's good. $1 Million Baby's good.
Man, that was good.
Also, haven't seen that.
Mule is very, very cool.
I've been to Carmel. Clint Eastwood used to be the
Bouncer.
he was the bouncer of Carmel.
Yeah.
That's right. If you act up in Carmel, he'll just kick you right off.
Any Which Way But Loose. Is that what you're talking about?
Chimps. What?
When you mentioned Clint Eastwood as a bouncer, that's what popped into my mind. Any Which Way But Loose or Any Which Way You Can.
Oh, Phil said bouncer, and so I just went with it.
Ah,
America's Best Song Contest starting Monday. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, me neither.
American Pie.
I like songs though, so maybe I'll have to check it out. I don't have standard TV though.
Yeah, Seth, I met up with Cody today. We had lunch and hit up a local comic book store.
Where the hell is Cody? He said he was going to meet up with Mark tomorrow. Where the hell is he?
He's going down to Knoxville. They're going to hit up McKay's tomorrow, and then I think he's going down to Gatlinburg the following day.
Okay.
You're staying, I think, through Wednesday.
He vacations in Gatlinburg, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't even know that Halloween 2 set was out yet.
I had it on pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store, and I never got any kind of notification, so I just canceled it and just paid $10 more for it.
Yeah, I stopped at FYE just because I happened to be next to it to see if they by any chance had that new Ash that you guys were talking about the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked in the door and saw that sitting there. I was like, holy shit, I didn't even realize that was coming out yet.
I think people have been finding that Ash figure at Target.
Yeah.
I thought that Halloween set came out like a year or two ago.
This is the new one.
Is there a
The
new
one that came out a while ago was Lori and Loomis.
Yeah, this is Loomis and Michael.
And Fire.
Oh, there
It's
you
got
go.
Fire.
And it comes with fire.
And it's an ultimate, so it's all plastic and not cloth.
It comes with Fire.
Excuse me.
I'm not a giant fan of the NECA cloth figures.
I didn't used to be, but I didn't mind Lori and Loomis cloth. And Candyman was pretty cool too.
I kind of feel like, didn't the Loomis one look like he was wearing a robe instead of an overcoat though?
Not that I recall.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I think the one of John Nada, like he's wearing Depends. His pants are all puffy.
Depends.
Depends on the light, the angle.
Ben Grimm, what is that on? The American Euro version.
I'd say probably Fox or NBC.
Don't have
The Hill Spill unboxing.
Nothing.
Oh,
I'll return.
though.
I thought he was getting ready to open some shit.
Yeah, I got to start making videos again, man. I got so much shit to show that it's overwhelming at this point.
I have enough NECA figures that I could probably do one a week, and I'd be good to go for quite some time. Between Toonie Terrace figures and NECA figures and fucking pop figures and bobbleheads and all kinds of silly shit that I got.
You're just out of space, aren't you?
What's that?
You just spun out of space on your shelves?
I added 3 more shelves to it, and it's friggin' ridiculously full. It's crazy.
Do you just put the figures in front of the boxes when you unbox them?
Yeah. I got like half of these boxes on here are sideways because they're not open yet. It's a pain in the ass. And now I've started a pile on my floor again. It's
I've got a
unbelievable.
whole corner of stuff that I've bought and haven't taken out of the box yet.
What's going on with you? Are you building a house?
We're looking to build a house this summer if the
Okay.
cost of lumber and stuff comes down. But if not, then we're moving in with my mother-in-law because she's not been doing too well and shouldn't be by herself. So
Yeah.
we'll be with her for a little while.
Is that close to where you are?
Yeah, 10 minutes down the road.
Okay. Ben, are you still thinking about buying a house?
I think about it, but housing around here is pretty fucking nuts.
It's stupid around there, isn't it? Like fucking
Yeah.
expensive as shit.
It's more expensive than shit. Shit's like almost free. You can just grab a piece of shit almost anywhere.
It's almost free.
Yeah.
You got to know where to look.
You still got to pay tax on it, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I can maybe swing a place. I don't know. I go back and forth. I'd like to get like a detached house, you know, like a standard house, like every normal human being gets. But like, I mean, those are expensive. It's like $1 million plus.
Oh God.
So even if I could swing it, then I wouldn't have like random money to buy a bunch of stupid shit with. And so,
And where you're at now, you have a pretty good deal where you are now, right? Because you've been there for so long.
I do.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have a change, though.
That's hard to walk away from, though, man.
Kinda. I mean, it's sort of like I'm right at that tipping point where like my rent is low enough that it almost makes about as much sense to stay here than it does to buy a house and build equity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you get any new tenants? You said your neighbors moved out?
They moved out. I think there's someone moving in. I haven't met them yet, but I'm definitely going to have to apologize and prep them for what they have in store.
Now, what kind of a place do you live in? I know you said that you have like a mutual lobby that somebody stole some shit out of one day.
It's a fourplex. There's like 4 apartments in a big sort of house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we don't have basements out here, really, Paul. So sex dungeon is going to have to be like an above ground sex dungeon, like a Doughboy sex dungeon. Maybe an attic. We do have some attics.
I have a very, very nice basement, but no sex dungeon.
I'm in, to answer Mr. Dan, I'm in Oakland, which is just across the San Francisco Bay from San Francisco.
Are you close to Pittsburgh?
It's not, I'm closer to San Francisco,
Did you just say, are you close to Pittsburgh?
California.
Yeah, that's where my sister-in-law used to live, Pittsburgh, California.
I had no idea that such a place existed. I was about to say, man, what have you been smoking before you got? Me and you were a hell of a lot closer to Pittsburgh.
Indica.
Oh, dang. We got another shot, put another one on the list for Indica.
Oh, my God.
No, I haven't smoked pot in 25 years, probably.
I was thinking about that today on my way home from my mom's. I think that it's been probably 15 to 20 years since I have, too. Actually, you know what? I think I was on my honeymoon in Jamaica, and we've been married 17 years. No. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Been over 28 years for me.
I'd be scared to death to do it now.
When I switched careers in my late 30s, I was a furniture maker for a lot of years, and I switched careers and became a machinist because fuck working for myself. I'm like not a good businessman. I'm good at making stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just switch my career. So I became a machinist, and my first job was so fucking like depressing, and I was like, oh my god, is this my existence? I might have to like relapse just to like yeah, okay. That was like the only time in a long time that I seriously considered like relapsing. So
Yeah, I'd be terrified of it now, because I remember being a teenager in my 20s, and I could smoke and smoke and smoke and smoke, and I'd still be able to function. But now, from what I understand, it's significantly different.
I mean,
I don't have a sex dungeon.
I always got tired when I did it. So
What, sex?
yeah. Sex and pot,
Oh, sex and
Sex,
pot.
smoke pot.
sex, pot, and candy.
shit. I'm gonna grab my pizza. I'll be right back.
All right.
Is that true? You got a bunker out back like Kurt from New Blood? How does Paul get this information about you, David?
I don't know. I think he's the one who hacked into my Facebook and started sending it on to people.
I saw something. Somebody hacked your account. What did they do? How did you figure that out? What was going on?
Oh, on my Instagram. People were getting a lot of spam emails saying, if you give me $500, I'll triple your whatever. I got like a message from Martin saying, "Hey, did you send me this?" I was like, "No." So I went and changed my email on the account and had to take ownership back, I guess, from whoever stole it. Somebody in like Africa took it.
Paul says they've been watching you for a long time and you're wanted in a couple states. Is that true?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Deny.
That's the right answer. That's always the right answer. What's up, Hobbs?
So our high school just won the Sweet 16 basketball tournament, and there's like this huge parade of fire trucks going down the bypass right now. So if you hear sirens, that's what it is, Paul.
They're not coming for you.
They're not
What's
coming.
up, Hobbs?
Hobbs just bought a place, didn't he?
Yep.
Congrats, Hobbs.
What in God's name is that noise? All right. I thought somebody was sawing some wood or something. What have you guys been up to?
Not a whole lot. All right, I got a phone call.
Great.
How do I mute myself?
What else can go wrong with this freaking live stream?
Scared the fuck out of me.
Hey, Paul, tap into his phone call.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm excited for that new Evil Dead coming out in May.
Have they released anything at all about it?
The poster.
Other than the poster?
I don't think so.
No, I haven't
Other
seen
than the release date and that it's coming to HBO Max, I think.
Oh, is it not going to be in theaters then?
I don't think so.
Look, is it a high-rise building? Is that what I'm seeing in there?
Yeah, it's Evil Dead in a high rise.
I wonder what the hell that's going to be about. Is Ash in it?
I have no idea.
I don't think so.
I don't think he is. I can't imagine him being in it again.
Maybe a cameo.
It would surprise me if he didn't do that.
He'll be the elevator guy.
Dressed up like Elvis.
You'll see his yellow car parked in the car garage.
Oh, the yellow car's got to be in there.
Yeah, if it's a Sam Raimi movie, yeah.
Is it a Sam Raimi movie?
I think it's that Fede Alvarez guy.
Yeah, so not Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
Fede Alvarez is definitely not Sam Raimi.
The main character is female in the new Evil Dead.
I'll tell you.
Maybe her name's Ashley.
So, is it any kind of a sequel to Evil Dead with the female lead character?
Yeah, it's probably Ash's sister, Ashley.
I love the Evil Dead. What was that? 2013.
Yeah.
I love it.
We were talking about that movie Fresh. Have you seen that one yet, John?
Is that about breakdancing?
No.
No, I have not seen it.
Okay.
It says a twisted tale of two estranged sisters whose reunion is cut short by the rise of flesh-possessing demons, thrusting them into a primal battle for survival as they face the most nightmarish version of family imaginable. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, it sounds like demons too. Yeah, Mr. Dan says he thinks he'd read somewhere that Bruce was done playing Ash.
I read it's teens dealing with the Evil Dead. Hope there's a Bruce Campbell cameo in Doctor Strange.
You know what I watched last night? The new Netflix movie, The Adam Project.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
good.
I like that.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Pulled up my heartstrings a little bit at the end there.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
You guys talking about Brokeback Mountain?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ass Crack Mountain.
How he says, I can't quit you.
Mount me, cowboy.
No.
What are you talking about?
Adam Project.
Don't know it.
It's on.
The
It's
new
The
got-
new, what's his name?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds flick.
Oh yeah, I saw ads for that. There was a unbelievable sunset, man. I had to come back in and get my phone so I could take a picture. It's beautiful.
I did something fun last week. I watched Midsommar with my 14-year-old son.
Nice.
That's
You
how
like
you-
it?
Did he like it?
He looked like he didn't know what he was didn't know whether to be nervous or scared or what looked like a deer in headlights. And then when it was over, he said he did like it.
Nice. I would say that's nervous and scared.
When we watched, I tried to watch that with him early, I'd say within the last year, but a while ago. And the part when the old man and old lady jumped off the mountain, he got up and just said, that's too much. I got to go. He got up and left.
Oh, nice.
That's gorgeous. Looks like the sky's on fire.
Yeah, it was really striking because if you look above it, I'd like to pull this out, but it's going to go all weird. It was like completely gray above it, so the contrast was like, whew, gorgeous.
I love that picture. It was great.
It was one of those
Stephen
moving pictures.
from Grimwood Hall sees more too.
What you say, David?
Stephen from Grimwood Hollow says he loved Midsommar also.
Yeah, that's a cool movie, man.
Here, make the screen big. I want to show a picture.
What the fuck is going to be on that camera?
It's,
Oh yeah. I saw someone. I can't remember who. I saw a post that on Instagram.
It was posted on our Facebook group today.
Yeah, I posted it.
Yeah, I love Midsommar. Cody, not a fan.
My wife, not a fan.
I haven't seen it yet.
You still haven't seen it, David?
Mm-mm.
It's interesting.
Or The Lighthouse.
I have not seen The Lighthouse.
I still have to buy the lighthouse.
I would say I prefer Midsommar to the Lighthouse, but Lighthouse was excellent as well.
Is it the same director?
No,
Lighthouse was the same director as The Witch, right?
Oh, right.
I enjoyed The Witch quite a bit.
which 4K coming I saw?
Oh, really?
Second Sight, I believe.
I need to rewatch The Witch.
I love the original Wicker Man.
Yeah, I just got a cool like piece of art box released for that.
I think that new 4K box set sold out already.
I've got Phenomena on the way. That's the only thing I'm expecting in the mail as far as movies.
Phenomena. Do, 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 do.
Phenomenal.
Phenomena. Do, 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 do. The director of Evil Dead Rise did the 13 Steps to Hell episode of 50 States of Fright.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's not Fede Alvarez then?
I don't think he's associated with it at all.
Not even like producing it?
I don't think so. Is he?
Yeah.
$120 for an X sweater. Fuck that.
If you want a current sweater.
The director is
Come
Lee
on.
Cronin. Writers are Lee Cronin and Sam Raimi.
The 50 Steps to Hell or 13 Steps to Hell was the one where they get like trapped in sort of like the dimension, right? The kids like break into that place.
Bruce Campbell's a producer.
Now, I believe, Phil, you had posted that it's coming out at some certain point on HBO Max, didn't you?
Yeah, I put that in the chat.
I tried to search for it and I didn't see any like announcement of it, but it's this month, like on the 22nd or some shit?
No, it's May.
May, yeah.
I think I put the date there. I'll scroll back up and see when it is.
I think it was May 22nd, wasn't it?
May 2022, HBO Max. So yeah, HBO Max. The Steps in the Cemetery.
Now, you spelled it incorrect twice. We all know that it starts with an S.
How about Wolf Creek? Can't wait for season 3 and the third movie. Such a hidden gem.
Are they working on a season 3? Is that coming out?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I heard that both of those were being done, but that's all I know about it. Is that the dude's coming back and that both of those projects are going to get done.
Well, I heard that they were going to work on a Wolf Creek 3, and then there was some allegations against
Taylor.
Jarrett.
Yeah.
Jarrett.
And
Peace out, Mr. Dan.
And then so they got put on hold, but then he was back. Have a good night, Mr. Dan.
Later, Dan.
But yeah, I thought the show was awesome, man. I like the second season better than the first, but I like the first as well.
You know, it's total bullshit is on Shudder. If you look under TV shows, I think where like the screenshot that says television or TV or whatever the fuck it is, where that's your option to go in there, it's a picture from Wolf Creek. But if you go in there, fucking Wolf Creek's not there. Now, I still have not seen that show.
I've seen season 1. I haven't seen season 2 yet.
I've known a lot.
I absolutely love the movies.
Season 2 felt more like the Wolf Creek movie than the first one. The first one was like a weird revenge tale.
There was a girl like getting revenge for her parents or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then the second season, you have Mick Taylor doing like his, stalking victims and shit. So I am familiar with Ivan a lot.
Did you guys prefer Wolf Creek 1 or Wolf Creek 2? I thought 2 was better than 1.
I prefer 1 personally, but
I like the first one. I love the second movie, and I definitely could understand why people would like that more. Absolutely. But I prefer the first one.
Me too. Shit, Mr. Bones heard that the bird's a word. Bird's a word.
He heard that?
Well, he heard wrong.
Where did he hear that? Bird is the word.
Bird is not a word.
I've never heard the word bird before.
So, John, have you and Michael been going to a lot of movies?
No.
No?
Nope. We've all been kind of laying low, man. It's just been not the most fun of the last couple months between my mom and everybody here being sick with that fucking COVID shit. It's just... Yeah.
I still haven't got the COVID shit.
It's a blast.
I can't wait.
I haven't either.
I haven't either.
You haven't gotten it, David? I thought you did.
Mm-mm. My
His
wife.
wife, his
Aaron
wife had
had
it.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I had it.
I'll tell you what, man. All the people that I know that has, it's nothing, blah, it's blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. It fucking sucked. It sucked fucking bad.
My aunt had it, and she was like down for nearly 2 weeks. I mean, she said she had no energy at all.
Me about 10, 12 days. That's the way I was. I didn't want to do anything.
Keith has it right now as we speak. Before you
Yeah.
pick
Yep.
For the second time.
for the second time.
Yeah, he had it back around Christmas time, didn't he?
He thought it was so nice, he caught it twice.
Yeah, it's nice. Thankfully, I didn't lose my sense of taste or smell at all. Janae, everything that she ate tasted strange, and everything that she ate or drank that had sugar in it tasted like medicine.
Ugh.
Yeah, she was happy as could be.
Why are you so anti-medicine, dude?
Oh, God. I didn't have any of that. The thing that was unbearable for me was I had a headache for 2 fucking weeks that wouldn't go away, and I didn't want to do anything. I was so goddamn tired. It was ridiculous.
I'm always fucking tired. Maybe I always have COVID.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you're patient zero.
Symptomatic.
My schedule was like still super fucked up from like my work week a week or two ago. It's totally fucked up.
Are you really busy at work right now, or are you kind of in a lull?
I had a big project that I had to build the first unit for a specific date to ship it. And it was a lot of work, and now I have 2 more to build, but they don't have to go out until the middle of next month, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. I saw that picture of that 20-foot conference table you built. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that was old school, man.
Yeah.
That was funny. We built that for I ended up working in that group, so
Yeah. That was built for Google, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what happened was Andy Rubin had acquired all these robotics companies for Google, and then they all got put together in this group, and I was building the furniture for their new offices, and then I ended up working on that team in the robotics team before I worked in the design kitchen where I work now.
Right now, my son and I are rewatching Stranger Things.
Hmm.
We
Ooh,
just finished season 1 tonight.
Nice.
Yeah,
When's the new season come out?
pretty soon, and that's why he was on me to watch it because
And I heard that they're releasing the next season in 2 separate parts.
well,
Kind of like
I never got to the 3rd season. I watched the first season and loved it. And I remember liking the 2nd season, but not as much as the 1st season. And he told me that the 3rd season was very good.
So you watched it?
We haven't watched the 3rd season yet. I'm rewatching it from the beginning.
If season 4 is split into 2 parts and it's released on Netflix, why isn't that season 4 and season 5?
It's what you would
No.
think, yes.
I mean, what's the definition of a season?
My concern with the show like that is the break that they had to take, being as though like the vast majority of their cast are young teenagers. How much of those people are going to be changed by the time season 3 ends and season 4 begins?
No, because they filmed season 3 and 4 back to back
So it was filmed. It was already done
years ago
Okay.
Why in the fuck is it 10 years?
because they're fuckheads.
Oh,
that explains it.
that clears that up.
Oh, they are fuckheads. I had heard that.
They are definitively fuckheads.
Oh, okay. I'd heard rumors that they possibly were fuckheads, but
Yeah, that's been confirmed.
okay.
Phil confirmed it.
Yeah, so they're here
Have you guys seen the movie The Flu? Everyone's asking.
What did you say, Evan?
Have you seen the movie The Flu?
I have not seen the movie The Flu.
I have. I
Flu?
think I own it, but I have not seen it.
I've never heard of the movie The Flu.
Is it about a chimney situation? I'm just kidding.
Yes, yes. We looked the Phil to confirm.
Oh yeah, it's Chimney Sweep.
Yeah, it's okay. So it's a remake of Fiddler on the Roof or whatever. Cool.
Oh, let's see.
Mary Poppins.
Damn it. Something like that.
Tim
It's
Chimney.
not, and it's not called The Flu. It's just called Flu.
As in like bird.
And it came in 2013.
As in
and
flu, like the virus.
Yeah, it's looks like it's Asian from Seoul.
Is this it, Calvin?
Is that from 2013?
If I had my glasses, I'd tell you, but I don't have my glasses, so I'm not even going to bother.
Calvin
Can
says,
you
think of it
read
as,
the braille?
Calvin says it's like COVID in South Korea.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's it.
The worst epidemic ever is seen sweeping through Bundang, the suburb of Seoul, after smuggling illegal immigrants into the country. Bayang Woo dies from an unknown virus. Soon after that, the same symptoms are plaguing scores of residents in Bundang. People are helpless against the airborne disease, and the number of infected increases quickly, spreading chaos.
I'm going to grab some silverware and drop it, Phil. Can you?
Yeah. Kung fu.
Ding, dong, dong, dong.
Jigu go.
You know what I just watched again? It's fucking awesome. Is I Saw the Devil.
Yeah, that is awesome.
That's a great friggin' movie, man. I haven't watched it in a while, and the other day that's something that popped into my mind, and I decided to put it on.
Oh, thank you for saying that, Paul. You're a good person.
Have you seen House of the Devil, John?
I want to say that I've seen that, but I'm not sure. What was it about?
This girl gets tired to simply
Watch
sit
a
in
house.
and watch this elderly lady, and turns out the house she's in is owned by a satanic cult.
Spoiler alert.
I don't know. I don't know if I've seen it or not. I think I have
It's a
because
great.
it sounds extremely familiar.
It's really good. I highly recommend it.
It is good. It's set in the 80s, I guess.
It feels, yeah, it was like one of the first sort of retro feeling movies. It came out in maybe 2009, I want to say.
9 or 12, I think.
And it was like, felt like a throwback before it was like a popular thing to do, throwback style movies. It was very cool, though. Great.
Yeah, 2009.
I just watched the Blair Witch Project again too.
And
I love it. I love that movie.
what happened?
Nothing.
Sounds
Did
like
they find
Yeah.
some teeth?
Absolutely nothing happened.
Did they
Teeth.
find some bloody teeth?
And a little piece of flannel shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he had to go stand in the corner.
Were there snot bubbles?
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
What about little handprints?
She was scared. Yeah.
Oh,
there was-
okay. Was there tears and snot?
yes.
Okay.
Someone
Sounds
kicked the
like
map
the
in the
same Blair Witch that I remember watching.
Yeah.
Was it black and white or color?
Both.
It was both.
Yeah. Yes, it is both.
Well, dang! I need to rewatch the.
See, you
Blair
gotta
Witch
rewatch. You gotta watch the Blair Witch Project.
I saw that in theaters, and you know they had that whole hype thing on either the Sci-Fi or Discovery or some channel.
Yeah. I think that their advertising for that movie and the hype for that movie was pretty damn special.
Yeah,
I want a stick figure.
I just remember hating that ending where he just stands in the corner. I'm like, what? That's how it ends?
I wasn't bothered by that.
I wasn't.
I
either.
thought he was just peeing.
I saw that with two of my friends, and when we walked out of the movie theater, they were both pissed off. And it didn't. I thought it was cool.
I like that movie, but last time I watched it, which was maybe a year ago, I decided like I don't think I ever have to watch this movie again. I've seen it, and it doesn't have much rewatchability, even though I've rewatched it probably a dozen times in my
I
life.
You know
think
what
he
you
was
learned?
just peeing.
You know what you learn when you rewatch that movie is how much that girl fucking screaming annoys the shit out of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's annoying.
she's pretty annoying.
If the Blair Witch hadn't have killed her, I would have.
I don't know if the Blair Witch killed her because they don't show nothing.
They don't?
No,
I really
Never
have to go
saw
back
any
and watch
sequel.
that.
There is a sequel though.
I never saw
Oh.
Book of Shadows.
No, a sequel later, like a direct sequel. Well before Halloween 2018, I must say.
So are you talking about the movie that's just called Blair Witch?
That's the one.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought that was good.
Yeah. But
Don't they find her in that one?
that was her brother looking for her.
But they find her at the end, right?
Some shit like that.
And she's the new Blair Witch.
Spoiler, I haven't seen it.
I don't think that's actually accurate though.
Okay.
No.
Book of Shadows came out, got seriously panned, but I know a lot of horror people that love it. And I didn't make it through the whole thing, so I haven't actually watched it. It's one I should
I liked Unsane. Did you watch Unsane, Ben?
I did watch it. I thought it was okay. I thought
I
it was
liked it.
cool. Like it's the first full-length feature film to be shot entirely on an iPhone, which I thought was kind of a cool thing.
I'm watching the trailer for House of the Devil, and I do not think I've watched this.
Oh, John, you'll love it. It's great, man. Great
Yeah.
movie.
And it takes place in the 80s.
So the dude that played Josh in Blair Witch, I know that I saw him in something somewhat recently. I think he was a cop in something.
He was the guy in Unsane.
I didn't see Unseen.
You need to see that movie.
Okay. Is the Blair Witch in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fuck, I definitely want to watch it.
There's the Blair Witch, and the Bear Witch is in it, and the Bear Bitch is in it.
So the
A
girl
bunch
from
of witches and
Scream,
bitches in that movie.
the girl from Scream is in that new movie X, I think, right? Ortega, is that her name? Jenna Ortega.
What character did she play?
I think she was the young girl that got stabbed in the beginning.
She was great in Scream.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys.
One of her like final lines there like made me laugh. That was pretty funny. Again, it's hard to like.
Look at all John's stuff.
Oh yeah.
Dang. He got a big old wall. Can we zoom in anymore?
Sorry, I can't.
Look at all that. He's got more than me. He's got a better wall than me. Now it looks like he's trying to emulate another person's YouTube. Let's see. Black shelves, check. Stocked full of shit, check.
Wait, did you invent black shelves full of shit?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Okay. Good to know.
X started yesterday, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe for him. He's in the UK.
Came out Thursday here.
Yeah. He's in the UK, so it might be later for him.
Shit, dude. I got a fucking death dude on my shoulder. Fucking spooky.
A what? Oh, the death dude.
Yeah, I had to look the wrong way first because it's all fucking weird.
Can you move the death dude?
I can take him off.
Can you put him back on?
Who's the death dude?
That little freaking death dude right there beside his hand.
Damn, I was gonna karate chop him.
Oh, him.
Moved him, but
What the hell is that? What is that?
That's the death dude.
dude, that's looming large over me.
It's what?
Paul Ben Grimm has seen it. He loved it. A couple other people I know have seen it and loved it. I've been hearing a lot of hype about it, so I'm really looking forward to watching that.
What's the price point on the Zaw tonight, Ben? Since haven't covered that yet.
It was
And it's a deep dish.
$44.84.
And it's a deep dish.
It is deep dish.
Nice.
Okay,
Good price. Good price point on that tonight.
12-inch diameter deep dish.
Sweet. And
Oh.
what's the toppings?
It's like there's combos like mushroom, pepper, onion, and sausage
Okay.
on like a cornmeal crust. Good. Paul Phoenix saying Rotten Tomatoes has 96%.
For X?
Yeah,
Dang.
that's like a solid A.
That's unfucking-believable.
You better fucking believe it. Studio 666 I'd like to see as well. I've been hearing good stuff.
Yeah, I actually wanted to go see that, and I didn't go.
Yeah, same here. Is it going to be out on physical media or just streaming only? I wonder.
I
would
would
say-
be surprised if they don't release that. I think that'll get. Did you guys watch Andrew Ballina's whole video that he got? Somebody made him a special Blu-ray for TCM.
Yeah, I did see that.
I didn't see that one.
I'm thinking about asking him how much that costs and how I can get a hold of that guy to get one.
Well, Mod Media Group has them on Instagram.
That'd probably be cheaper because the other one would be coming from Australia and would be region B, I'd imagine.
Yeah, just go on your Instagram and type in Mod Media Group and send them a message saying, "Hey, I want to Texas Chainsaw Massacre Blu-ray."
I'm kind of surprised that they're not releasing that.
And his has reversible cover art.
Netflix don't give a fuck about the horror community.
Netflix don't give a fuck about nothing.
But themselves, selfish fucking
They don't
corporate.
even care about themselves.
That's true. They're fucking self-destructive, man.
Ben Grimm got the Mod TCM Blu-ray. Woo woo.
Wait, did you get one, Phil? That's it.
I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm going to.
Yeah, I like the new one.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I thought I was very impressed with it when I saw it because I had lowered my expectations substantially based on having my heart broken by that franchise before.
My expectations were pretty low. I agree. They were pretty
I
low.
liked it. I thought the ending was super solid. Probably this one of the best endings in the franchise, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was very good.
I mean, obviously, 1 is the best. 2 is pretty great, man, with Stretch up there, like, you know, I love that one too. But this one's up there now.
Are you talking the very end of the movie or the after the credits sequence?
The very end, not the after the credit.
It has disc art.
I don't know. Have any of you guys ever come across anybody who's done a ranking of that franchise that the original 74 film or the remake has been their favorite?
Hasn't been their favorite?
Everyone that I've ever seen, it's either the 74 film or the remake is their favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Remake for me.
I bet now you know Brad was on here, Contrarian Brad, earlier. I almost can guarantee you that he has one of the. Well, he might have the remake as his favorite.
I know he hates 2.
I know he hates 2, and I know that he feels like 1 is super overrated.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
I love part 1. Part 1's fucking phenomenal. I love it.
I love the remake.
I would say part 1 is underrated. Yeah, underrated. Possibly the greatest film ever made.
You can't follow that up with a giggle.
I liked the remake quite a bit.
Yeah.
But
If I remember correctly, isn't Texas Chainsaw Massacre your favorite movie?
that is correct.
That's what
Well, it's my favorite horror movie. I would say Blade Runner is my favorite movie of all time.
I thought it was Hell Night,
Hell Night is
especially because you saw it in the theater first, or
special because it was one of the very early horror movies I watched.
What, Hell Night?
Yeah. Sleepaway Camp was the actual first complete horror movie I saw. Hell Night was the first one I saw a good chunk of until my friend's mom turned it off. And then, and so it's got a special place in my heart.
Phil, yours is The Exorcist, right?
Yeah.
And David, is
The-
yours
I love
Evil
The
Dead?
Exorcist.
Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, that's right, Silence of the Lamb. I forgot. How the fuck did I forget about that? Yeah, that's
You
right.
just forgot it happens.
Yeah, it does happen. 50, man.
I'm right behind you.
What are you, 48?
49.
Oh, no shit. I thought you were younger than that.
50 in February.
50 feels exactly like 49.
Perfect.
Yeah.
My 49 feels like 65, so
I have those days as well.
Ben Grimm said, people keep saying Toby Hooper didn't show any gore in the OG one for artistic reasons, but really he was trying to get a PG rating. Now I like Toby Hooper. I am of the opinion that he accidentally made a masterpiece with that first film.
Yeah.
I think all the circumstances clicked, like his budget, his limitations, everything just came together to make a masterpiece film. He's made some great films as well, but I would say that movie is probably by head and shoulders his best. By a long shot. Poltergeist was good as well.
Well, I do love me some Poltergeist.
Eaten Alive.
I think I've seen that once.
I didn't think that. I mean, compared to Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
And
Eaten
Poltergeist.
Alive, like
Child's Play.
yeah, it's like play. It's like a musical.
I definitely saw Poltergeist years before I ever saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Have you ever seen Poultrygeist?
No, but I did recently buy that.
Nice.
I think I got
Hobbs
it
turns
from
40
Amazon.
on April 19th. Happy early birthday, Hobbs.
Hobbs is a baby.
Yeah, he's a little fetus, man.
Fucking youngster.
Little tiny
He's-
zygote.
He's unborn.
That's what a zygote is.
He's zygote.
Stage before a fetus, man.
Poltergeist, Night of the Chicken Dead.
What was the last movie that Toby Hooper did?
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist?
What was the last movie he did? That's a good
Oh.
question. Let's see.
Well, it lists Leatherface 2017, but he didn't direct that, did he? I mean,
I don't think he did.
unless they're just tying him to it because he was the original writer.
His last directing credit was Jin
Jen.
in 2013.
Never saw that one.
I did not see that one either. He produced the beginning. Yeah.
It was
He did a Toolbox Murders remake with Angela Bettis.
I didn't think that was again, compared to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's not very good at all. I thought it was okay, but
I like Soylent Green.
Soylent Green tastes good.
Yeah, it does.
I've not seen Silent Green.
It's got super organic ingredients. Tastes delicious.
It's like the stuff, only different.
How's the movie though?
Like the stuff, only different.
I find that most movies are like this stuff, only a lot different.
Yeah, some are a lot alike, but some are a lot different.
Like the stuff is nothing like Tombstone.
Well, it's kind of like Tombstone, but
It's
just
just
a lot different.
Like a Tombstone pizza.
Oh, just different.
Under the Shadow.
I still haven't seen that. I own it and I have not seen it yet. I hear it's great.
Isn't that the plane one, Paul? Under the Shadow, is that where she's in the plane and there's the gremlin?
It's an Iranian film, I
That's
believe.
Twilight Zone.
I watched that. I liked it. If that's Under the Shadow with the plane and the gremlin.
It's not that at all. You're thinking of the Twilight Zone.
That's the Twilight Zone.
No.
John Lithgow.
No.
Wim Shatner.
No.
Gremlins.
Oh,
William
Jin.
Lithgow.
Under the Shadow, Iranian movie.
See, I nailed it. I own the second sight limited edition of it, and I keep meaning to watch it, but I haven't watched it yet. I hear it's great.
But not the one with the plane.
I mean, I've seen a lot of movies with planes. I've even
You know what?
What Chloe Grace movie has a gremlin?
Is that the one where they get the box? The
That's Gremlins.
no.
with Gizmo.
No. It's
Hellraiser? You talking about Hellraiser?
No.
Talking about the lament configuration. That's Hellraiser, dude.
I haven't seen Under the Shadow then.
What's it called? A Dybbuk or Dybbuk or something?
The Babadook?
The Dybbuk box.
Dybbuk box.
Chloe is a gremlin.
Chloe is a gremlin.
That's what I heard, man.
The Babadook?
No.
Shadow in the Clouds is the one I'm thinking of, for fuck sakes.
That one's a lot like the stuff, but a little different.
Shadow in the Clouds is a lot like Twilight Zone, Nightmare at 20,000 Feet, only different. And it's a lot like the stuff, only a lot different.
Like Passenger 57, just a little bit different.
It's like Passenger 57, only there's a gremlin, and it's
Except
like the
this-
stuff, except there's
Wesley
no
Snipes,
stuff.
isn't it?
It's like
Wesley
Passenger,
Snipes is the pilot.
it's like Passenger 57, but on this one, you don't bet on black.
Yeah.
Always bet on black. So fucking terrible.
I've never actually seen that movie. I just remember that tagline from like the trailer.
I saw it.
I will watch Under the Shadow. What's it on, Paul? Shudder.
Ben Grimm says it's like Twilight Zone if Shatner actually fought the gremlin on the wing.
Perfect.
Did you like Shadow in the Sky?
I did, yeah. It's good.
When did it come out?
Last year.
Hmm.
It's not on Shudder.
Shadow in the Cloud.
I should be able to find it. I find everything.
Second Sight has a limited edition of it.
Dang. Anyways, I'm going to bed.
All right, Phil.
I love you
I'm
guys.
still behind you. Love
Oh,
you
dude.
too.
Yeah, man. Have a good night.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Oh shit, we're in like the saw hallway. Is that what we are? What's that background picture, David?
I don't know.
Just showed up. Oh,
It
mysterious.
does look like the hallway, like he's going to slam the door shut.
It's just bricks with some blood on it. So,
Now it looks like I'm at the end of the hallway.
yeah. I saw your wall in the background. That wasn't in the picture.
I know. I was like, wait, what happened here? Careful, dude. If you see any dudes laying in a puddle of their own blood, Just stick them with a pin or something to make sure.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm gonna like hit them with a cattle prod and see if they move. Because I keep those on me all the time.
Oh yeah, use your cattle prod. Don't use the right one. Yeah. Paul's out. Have a good night, Paul.
Later, Paul.
Hey, Paul. I've not had any luck finding stuff at the Dollar Tree.
I find stuff there reasonably often.
We don't even have Dollar Trees here in Oakland.
I don't usually look too much anymore. I go in there for like packing supplies for my eBay shit. And when I go in there for that, I swing by and just look to see if there's any movies there.
I don't buy DVDs though, man. I try to stick to just Blu-rays and 4Ks.
The last DVD I bought was Big Bad Wolves. Have you seen that movie? Israeli movie.
Uh-uh.
It's like an Israeli movie that Quentin Tarantino, he said it was like one of his favorites or some shit. So it got like a lot of praise. I don't think he was involved in producing it or anything, but he might have presented it or something, like been part of the distribution or something. I don't know. Anyway, it was good. Israeli film.
Yeah.
But it wasn't available on Blu-ray, so I had to get the DVD.
The only time I ever actually buy DVDs is at Dollar Tree. I don't ever buy them anywhere else.
I think the last one I bought on purpose or intentionally was Eden Lake because I couldn't find it anywhere else on Blu-ray or 4K.
Which lake movie is it where it's like really hard to watch?
Mungo.
Eden Lake.
Lake Mungo. It's the
Okay.
one where you got super bored.
Super bored. Lake Mungo is the one with the teenagers like torturing and other people, right?
Oh no, that's Lake Eden.
Lake Eden, yeah.
That's Eden Lake.
Yeah, that movie's crazy.
Yeah. It's a good movie though.
Yeah.
Lake Mungo. Some people feel it's the scariest horror movie ever made.
I don't believe
Yeah,
that.
or Tony said that. I was like, what?
That is correct.
Tony as in Taj?
Yeah.
He loves it. A lot of people love it.
He said he loved it, yeah.
A lot of people do. I thought it was
Yeah.
boring as fuck and nothing actually happens.
Now I gotta watch that movie too. Now I got Flu sitting here, and I gotta watch House of the Devil, and I gotta watch Lake Mungo. And I think I watched Lake Mungo. I think I've seen that.
Yeah, it's the one where they're watching videos and they keep seeing, they think the spirit of what, their daughter? Is that who it is?
Yeah, their daughter. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's The Ring.
A lot of people love it.
Really?
I mean, it was a good watch, for what it was, but I wouldn't say I loved it.
I think if you can get like invested in it, it might be a pretty good one. If you can I feel like if you can get immersed in it, then there's something there for you. I've never been able to get too engaged with it. I always thought pacing was off, and for me personally, so
That's like the Poughkeepsie tapes. I tried watching that and I just couldn't get into it.
ooh, I love that one.
Really?
I remember watching the Poughkeepsie tapes, and I don't really even remember it all that well. I did watch it probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I don't remember it. My son recently asked me about it, and I couldn't even tell him. I was like, yes, I did watch it, but I don't even remember it.
It's like a mockumentary about this serial killer.
Yeah.
And so they basically they raid his place and they find like all these videotapes he made. And so it's like this mockumentary about him, and they show like footage from his videotapes and stuff.
Okay.
I liked it a bit. I thought it was that was one that came out in the 2000s at some point, but it came out and I kept hearing about it, but it never had like distribution issues, and like it never came out. And so like the only way to watch it was the pirated version if you wanted to see it for years until it came out probably like 6 or 8 years after the fact.
I know for sure, absolutely positively, I watched that on Amazon Prime because it popped up one day and I was like, holy shit. Same thing. I always heard about that movie, but I never saw it to buy it anywhere.
Yes.
I never saw it, on any streaming service anywhere. and I believe I was laying in bed, flipping around trying to find something to watch, and I saw it on Amazon Prime, and laid in bed and watched it.
That's where I watched it too, because I'd never seen it on Shudder or Netflix or Tubi or.
Yeah.
Scream Factory has a Blu-ray of it.
Oh yeah. I finally bought something today from Scream Factory that I'm going to kick myself for buying. I bought the Fog. There's Scream Factory The Fog, and I know that just by me buying that, like tomorrow, I'm going to get an email telling me that the 4K is getting ready to come out.
I mean, they have the Fogs. I have the Fog on 4K like 3 or 4 different times.
Yeah, I only had it on DVD, and I was out today and I saw it and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm buying this thing.
You know, one I haven't seen yet that I hear talked about a lot is the Taking of Deborah Logan.
That's a
That
great
was
movie.
cool. I like
Is it?
that. Yeah.
It's a good movie. It's fucking creepy.
There's one creepy ass scene in particular, but it was really well done for a found footage film.
Yeah,
And
I liked it a lot.
I put off watching it for a long time because dementia. I find dementia, like just the reality of dementia, like upsetting.
Oh yeah, it's very upsetting. Yeah,
And it's like it's like they're chronicling this woman who has Alzheimer's, and they're watching her descent into sort of like the thing. And I was like, that sounds like something that's going to bum me the fuck out if I watch it. So I put off watching it for years, and then I finally watched it, and I liked it quite a bit.
yeah, it's a very good movie.
Yeah.
Is it kind of shot in the style of a documentary or found footage?
It's found footage. It's shot
Found
like,
footage documentary style. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's not just
It's not Cloverfield shaky and all that crap.
yeah. It's not as above, so below.
yeah, it's like a documentary. The crew is making a movie on it, and so you're getting footage mixed with the outtakes and stuff. Keith in the Heezy, what's up, Keith? Hope you're feeling better, man.
Yeah, how you feeling, Keith? I need to grab a quiet.
That's another movie I don't know that I've ever talked to you guys about. Have you seen? Of course, you've seen. How did you like As Above, So Below?
I liked it.
Me too. I liked it a lot. I liked it a whole lot. There was a while there that was probably my favorite new movie that hadn't come out in a while. I really enjoyed that movie.
I like the there's some like found footage locations that work better than others.
Like the catacombs of
Paris.
Yeah, that works pretty well.
I thought it worked well, and it made a lot of sense that you would like. I could like really understand getting lost in that situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if there aren't like evil forces against you or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a cool flick, man. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I don't think I've seen anything new lately.
No?
I haven't been to the movies in a while.
You have Hulu?
I do have Hulu, yes.
Watch Fresh, dude. Fresh was awesome.
Yeah. What style movie is it?
Horror thriller?
Okay.
Black comedy? Horror thriller, romantic black comedy.
Nice. So it is like the breakdancing movie.
It's a lot like Electric Boogaloo, except instead of an orphanage, it's like a romantic horror comedy slasher film.
Oh, God. No, I never even heard of that.
He says 100%. Nice, dude. Glad to hear that.
Yeah, it's good.
I got I sent Keith a package. Twice in a row, there's been issues with delivery of that package, and they sent it back to me because the post office here didn't process it properly or some shit. So it's supposed to be on its way back to me, and I got a note today saying I'd missed a delivery, and I'm wondering if that's it.
Did they tell you what the problem with the postage is?
No, Keith talked to it went all the way to Dublin. It was in Ireland. And then and then they sent it back, and he talked to the people there. He's
That's
like,
awful.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
Well, it couldn't have been too much of a problem with it if it made it all the way to Ireland. You would think that if there was a problem with it, they'd have found it before it hit Ireland.
Well, no, it was a problem with the customs form. They didn't make some kind of declaration or some shit.
Oh, God. That's ridiculous.
It is. I'm going to check to see if that is the package I missed earlier.
Yeah, Keith, these guys told me you're just getting over COVID. I had that shit too, man. It was awful.
Catacombs with pink in it. I have not seen that.
No, me either.
With pink in it, as in the singer from Philly?
It's the singer.
The girl from Philly?
Yeah. I don't think it's just like a brightly colored catacomb. So that would be cool too.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it's just like
I've been to Paris. What is the catacombs?
What did you say?
I was in Paris like several times, and I never once thought to go to the catacombs. I wish I had.
What the hell were you in Paris several times for?
Work.
Oh.
Yeah, we got offices in Paris.
I feel like pink catacombs is like a euphemism for something or other. You know pink catacomb now?
Of course you do.
Yeah.
It echoes and everything.
Well, it's a problem. Alan still has it. No symptoms. I know another person that was completely asymptomatic and had it.
Janae and I went and got tested. We were both sick as shit. And we went and got tested, and they told both of us we were negative. We got home and looked at each other. I said, there ain't no fucking way that we don't have this shit. She went back someplace else the next day, and they told her she had it. And then I went back the following day, and they told me I had it. So the only explanation is we like got tested too early. It was the day that we started to feel sick. We got tested. They told us.
There's been a lot.
They told us both we were negative. What's that? Dave?
There's been a lot of false positives. I mean, from what I've heard.
Yeah, we had false negatives.
That's what I meant. False negatives.
It was terrible.
Did Michael get it too?
All of us got it.
Hmm.
Yeah, we all had it. Ryan and his girlfriend had it. And then 2 or 3 days later, Janae and I both had it. And then after we started to feel a little bit better, Michael got it.
Do you have a grandchild?
Michael had like the sniffles. That's all he had.
Do you have a grandchild?
He's the one that we believe gave it to us.
Oh.
Because there was daycare. Yep. They had to close the daycare because somebody tested positive. And on like Monday or Tuesday, Ryan started to feel sick. And he actually called me on his cell phone from his bedroom and said, we just tested positive on a home test. And I said, wow, well, as luck would have it, I woke up feeling like shit this morning. And Janae came downstairs and she said, I feel like shit today. So we all basically found out at the same time we had it.
Wow.
And then after we all started to feel better, Michael started like sniffling and telling us he was tired. And I was like, yeah, he definitely has
it. Yeah, David, you're back in work now, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
they only want us. I mean, we only have to go in 3 days a week, but they definitely want us there on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then the other days optional. So I went in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week.
I would do that every week.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
that's my plan.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
And I only worked a half day Wednesday. I came home.
Yeah, I'm going back to work 3 weeks from Monday. So what's 23 days I got left?
What's going on, Nate?
Then I'll probably immediately start counting down again.
Yeah,
I don't even mind my job, to be honest with you. I don't mind my job. When I walk in there and walk out of there, I leave it there. It does no stress. It doesn't bother me. It's just physically demanding and really fucking hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just a lot of walking on concrete.
So you work from April to October?
Yeah, I go to work typically about 5 weeks before the hotel opens.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm there about 2 weeks after it closes. And then I'm done. So when I met you in Kentucky, That was the night that I met you. Was my first day off. So that would have been my last day, but I told them I'm going to Kentucky. I need to take that day off, and they're like, "That's fine, whatever." So yeah, I've been off since then.
Yeah.
Then I go back in 3 weeks.
You ever found any dead bodies chopped up in the hallways?
No.
From the wintertime? Okay.
No. There's somebody there in the wintertime that does renovations.
Let's see.
Have they ever seen a set of twins or a bloody elevator?
We don't have any elevators.
Damn it. Bloody escalator?
No, but that would be pretty bitching.
That
I thought it was great, Keith. That we were just talking about that not too long ago.
What's that?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Mm.
yeah, it's amazing how many
It's fucking great.
like really polarizing, man. Like
Yeah.
in a way that I find surprising for some reason.
I thought it was great. I mean, when I saw the trailer, I was kind of like,
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
too.
I didn't like the way the mask looked on Leatherface. It's like, it was kind of,
It grew on me very quickly.
yeah, same here.
Yeah, when I first saw it as well, it almost looked like it was just like a wet fat chick standing there.
Yeah.
But I guess I got used to the wet fat chick look.
No one more got it, and whose face it was. I mean, it looked fine after
Yeah,
that.
it made sense.
You know, one of the things I keep hearing people rant about is like, oh, all of a sudden Leatherface is a genius. And I'm like, he wasn't exactly a genius in this movie, you know?
No.
I mean, it's not,
No,
I
he
mean,
wasn't.
he's capable of thought, you know, even people that are like severely severely learning difficult, they have like a 12-year-old person with like a severe learning difficulty or
Yeah.
whatever.
We're
Well,
still capable of thought.
well, and they'll have like the, you know, it's just arrested development, right? So they'll have like the cognitive power of like a 6-year-old or something.
Yeah.
And now he's like, you know, in his 60s to 70s. So he's like got the mind of a 30-year-old. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. It's not like he's solving, you know, math problems on a goddamn chalkboard or anything. He's like, put his chainsaw down somewhere and went somewhere else, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it too. I think if I had to rate, well, it's hard to do rankings like this because that is
That franchise is all over the place.
it's all over the place, but that's also like the most recent one, so it feels a lot fresher than any of the other ones. And I
Absolutely. I agree with you completely.
if I have to like watch one, you know, if I'm judging it based on like which one I'd like to watch, you know, I'm trying to figure out if I would put it before I might put it before the remake, but I think that's because it's fresh and new.
Yeah.
I would go.
That remake was pretty fucking good.
I like the remake. I
Yeah.
would go Texas Chainsaw 1, Texas Chainsaw 2, Texas Chainsaw 3. Then we'll say TCM 2, then the remake, then Texas Chainsaw 3D.
No, you like the beginning more than 3D.
I didn't.
Really?
Yeah, then the beginning, and then Leatherface. I thought was like a utter piece of shit. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Generation.
Leatherface was the one with the cow on the kid, the cow head on the kid, right?
Yeah, I would say. I think I forgot Next Generation. That one goes after Texas Chainsaw 3D, before the beginning, because it's fun to watch Matt McConaughey's fucking perform.
Yeah, McConaughey's batshit crazy in that movie.
I don't hate any TCM movies, but Leatherface, the prequel, I thought was pretty bad. It didn't really feel like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
Yeah.
So it didn't have that kind of charm for me.
It felt very, very different than the rest of them.
The only one I haven't seen is the one with Viggo Mortensen.
That one's awesome. That's
Leatherface. It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good. Yeah.
Some people that's their favorite.
It's a pretty goddamn good movie.
I like it a lot, but I think I have so much nostalgia tied up in it that's one of the biggest reasons why it's so high.
I probably have seen that one more than I've seen any of the other ones. Because when I grew up, it was on cable constantly.
I just remember the trailer with the hand coming out of the lake and That's the only thing I remember about
The
it.
Excalibur thing, yeah.
Yeah.
That was great. Lady in the Lake teaser was like one of the best teaser trailers I've ever seen in my life to this day.
Yeah.
I saw that one multiple times in the theater. I remember going to see
I never saw it in the theater, but when I was a kid, it was on cable constantly, and I also recorded it onto a blank videotape. So if there was nothing on TV, I would watch that.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't on TV, I was watching that tape. I constantly watched that movie.
Yeah, I like that one quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I almost feel like that's the one that gets lost in that franchise. Because there's nothing that stands out as being fantastic, and there's nothing that stands out as being really fucking weird. That's the movie that I feel like gets almost overlooked because it doesn't stick out for anything.
Part 3?
Yeah.
I feel like part 3 is distinct because it's the first time they're just like, whatever the fuck happened earlier, we don't care. This is just a fucking family, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man, with that part 2?
I love part 2.
I know you do.
Part 2 is a continuation of the first. You guys are both fucking out of your minds. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is at least a sequel with characters from the first one.
Yeah.
This one is just like Leatherface and Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah.
I was like, the technology's our friend.
The guy with the hook hand and the dude with the pervert at the gas station.
Yakety yak, don't talk back. And
the pervert at the gas station. I don't know what the hell.
One eye from the gas station. And it's in a forest. Yeah, that's true.
And Ken Foray's in it.
Ken Foray's in it. Plays the survivalist. Why are you doing this? Mister? Yeah. I mean, I love that movie.
Did you ever see Viggo Mortensen in
Eastern Promises?
The movie that he won an Academy Award a couple years ago. The
History of Violence.
Is it the Green Book?
That doesn't sound familiar.
Oh shit, I gotta look it up.
I've never seen any movies called The Green Book.
Have you seen A History of Violence?
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
That's Cronenberg, man.
It was called The Green Book. You're right, John.
That's a great movie. That's a very, very, very good movie.
Is it about a red book?
It is not.
Oh, okay.
It's about a blue car.
It is. There is a blue car.
Are there any yellow magazines?
No.
Damn it.
Is he driving Mr. Daisy?
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
History of Violence was awesome. So Eastern Promises was good too.
Have you seen the Viggo Mortensen movie called Lord of the Rings? I could not. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings.
I've seen them all.
I'd rather get kicked in the dick than watch that movie. I tried watching that movie. I could not. Well, I couldn't sit through it. I couldn't make it. I didn't make it.
Square in the Rings, though? Jeez.
Did you like that movie, Ben?
I liked all three of them. I didn't love all three of them. Like some people just like.
Oh, I know they have dedicated their lives to it.
Yeah, I had a friend who had like a theme wedding.
They'd like fucking name their kid Frodo and shit.
Yeah, they like had like hair implants on their feet, and they're like, "Oh, baby Frodo."
I'm telling you, I shit you not. I tried to watch that first movie. I bought all three movies on DVD because I found them at like Best Buy. They were on sale for like $10 for all three movies, some stupid shit like that. And they all came in a little box. And I put the first movie in, and I made it through. If I made it through an hour, I would be surprised. I literally took the DVD out of the box or out of the DVD player, put it back in the box, took all three movies and walked into my son's room and said, "Would you like to have this?" I literally took it out and gave it away. Get this the fuck away from me.
I enjoyed them. I mean, I'm not a big Tolkien fan. I mean, I didn't read the books and all that, but I mean, the movies were good.
Man, I couldn't do it, man.
I grew up with the books. There's an animated film and like all that shit. And I thought it was fine. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good epic fantasy stuff, but like some people I know just like that was their shit.
Did you like the Harry Potter movies, John?
The what?
Harry Potter movies?
I don't think I saw all of the Harry Potter movies, but from what I did see, yeah, I thought they were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was the last one I saw at the drive-in. Was the final movie in the series.
Now, I don't know that I saw all of them. I may have, but I don't know for sure that I have.
I've seen all of them, but they kind of blend together for me.
And that's why I'm not sure if I saw all of them, because I have a feeling maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I know that they feel like they blended together. But I enjoyed it. I thought the story was cool.
Yeah. The only one that I struggled with was the last movie was broken into two parts, and the first part was just a little slow for me, but I really enjoyed the last part a lot.
That's one of the ones that I don't know that I saw. I don't know that I saw the first part of the final movie. I think I saw the second part, but I don't think I saw the first part.
Yeah.
John, you've shocked Keith
Why?
because he's never heard anyone bash Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that movie can suck my fucking ass. I hated those movies. I hated
It
that
can
movie.
kick you in the dick and suck your ass. That sounds
Absolutely.
like an awful evening, dude.
It was a terrible experience.
Yeah, sounds like it.
It was a terrible experience. Jake Tolkien sucked my dick. I fucking hated it, man. I literally had to get up and take that. How often do you actually sit down in front of a movie and get up and take it out and give it away?
There you go, Keith.
Get that thing away from me. I've never looked at it. Not another second of it.
I think I have not seen those movies in a lot of years, so I don't feel the need to watch them like again. But I have seen the extended cuts, and I seem to remember liking those. as much.
Extended. Aren't they 13 and a half hours each now?
No,
And
the
there's
extended ones are like a week long, dude.
You got to take fucking leave from work
Exactly. You're
because
like,
you don't have enough vacation time to watch them
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
yeah,
Is that a Peter Jackson thing? I mean, because he did that Beatles documentary, and it was like 9 hours long. I was like, holy crap!
Is that the one that was on HBO Max?
Get Back, yeah,
Yeah. Did you watch that?
yeah, I did.
Was it good? Because I have not watched it yet, but I wanted to.
If you're a hardcore Beatle fan,
No.
I think you'll enjoy it more. But if you're like a casual Beatle fan, it might get a little boring seeing them just kind of banter back and forth in the studio. But I enjoyed it.
I think that it looked good, and I would say that I'm definitely a Beatles fan, but I'm not like a rabid Beatles fan. I like the Beatles. I put it that way. I like the Beatles.
Yeah,
I do have rabies, but I'm not a rabid fan. I just really am scared of water.
What?
That's one of the symptoms of rabies.
Rabies?
Yeah, you have you fear water.
Oh, I had no idea. All right.
I didn't know that either.
I'm afraid of water. There's a fucking ring.
Now you got me questioning my my knowledge here.
What of what? The water thing?
Rabies symptoms, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think you have like an ear. Let's see. I seem to remember you have like just like an unnatural aversion to water. People in the chat, come on, back me up here.
Brad's saying it's rabies symptoms.
Yeah, see?
He knows that from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay.
That's something I've never watched either.
Ooh, that's a good one, man. That's
I heard that was a fantastic show. I've never
it's
watched.
really fun. It's like it's amazing if you watch the first season, they just keep getting crazier and crazier. And the final season is might as well be like some weird cartoon in like a fucking bizarre universe. But it's really fun. I loved it.
You said the final season?
Well, the last one that I saw.
I thought it was still on.
It might be, but they've got they're not
for a long time.
I don't know how many seasons they've had, but they're not making seasons every year at this point.
I always thought that looked interesting, but for some reason I never watched it.
It's so mean spirited, but really funny as well.
Yeah.
And like, there's always in one episode, there's always at least like one point where I laugh out loud, and it's usually Charlie's antics. But
It's probably the one that was in Horrible Bosses.
which one?
Horrible Bosses with Jason Bateman and the guy.
Probably, I didn't see that movie.
Was he in the movie where he fights Ice Cube?
Well, it's Hall Pass.
Huh?
That's Hall Pass, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I've never seen that, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
I have not seen that either. I thought you were talking about Boys from the Hood. I was like, he wasn't in Boys from the Hood.
Love Boys from the Hood. I have seen that. I love it.
That's a good movie.
It's probably the character that's kind of short and has the squeaky voice with the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's who it
not
is.
exactly how I describe him, but but I think it's accurate-ish. He was in like Pacific Rim.
This
One and
squeaky bearded fella.
I saw it, but I don't remember that movie. It was one that I probably turned off. I didn't care much for it.
You son of a bitch! Don't let Patrick hear you say that, dude.
I know.
Yeah, Charlie is fucking hilarious. I recommend that show, dude. I think you'll have a blast if you watch it.
Always Sunny.
Yeah. It gets like really bizarre, like in a good way though. Oh, look at this little guy.
That's Jack.
What's up, Jack? Shoot, man.
All right.
Brad confirms you will love it, John.
Love you. See you in the morning. I'm not far behind you. Did you take him out?
Yeah, I saw your red light down here. That's why I came down.
Okay. I love you, buddy.
Ellen is petrified of water, like even like drinking water.
Taking a bath.
Huh.
I like The Shape of Water.
I still have never seen that. I mean,
Really?
Yeah.
That surprises me. That I figured that would be something that you definitely would have watched.
It seems like a movie that I'm gonna love, but
It's a good movie, man.
I love Guillermo del Toro.
You like monsters.
I like monsters. I like fish fucking. So like,
Who doesn't like fish fuck?
yeah. I think it won a bunch of Academy Awards. Of course, I'm gonna fucking love it. But
It's a very, very good movie. It's a very good movie.
I remember telling someone that, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna shop around for a deluxe edition of it, and I found one, and I was gonna get it, but then someone else got it, and then I was like, just lost track of it.
I have it in 4K. I found it. I think Black Friday. I got it for like $5 on 4K at Best Buy. I have it on Blu-ray too. It's a very good movie.
Yeah, I need to just like actually get to watching it at this point, I think.
I watched it sometime. Probably within the last year. Michael and I watched it again. I have not been going to the movies lately, though, and it really kind of annoys the shit out of me because when they first reopened movie theaters, I was seeing every horror movie that came out. I was on a roll. And then all of a sudden, I just stopped going to the movies. I don't know what happened.
I really wanted to go to X for some reason, more than like even like Scream or
Yeah, I want to go see that.
Halloween Kills. I wanted to see X for some reason, and I saw that it was coming out the Alamo Draft House, and I was like, yes, but I wasn't in the cards for Thursday through probably early next week, so I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. I think the last movie that I saw might be Halloween Kills. That might be the last thing I went and saw.
Did you see
That's all, yeah.
Did you see the extended cut?
Yes.
Did you love the extended cut?
What was it extended? 14 seconds? It wasn't.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
No, it wasn't anything special.
No, not really.
No, it wasn't anything special.
Did you see Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't go to superhero movies.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I liked them.
I'm pretty sure Janae took Michael to see that. I swore superhero movies off.
I saw that in the theater.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's a good one. I enjoyed it.
That's why I'm torn about going to see the Batman, because I sincerely don't go see superhero movies anymore.
What do you hate most about superhero movies?
The bash you over the head with friggin' a new movie every 9 minutes that would seem was like that was going on a couple of years ago. I couldn't keep up with it, and I just fucking quit. So I don't want to watch this no more.
Well, good thing for this Batman. I hear it's more like a Seven type movie. It's like a noir or true detective type film.
That's how I felt about Joker. Joker didn't feel like a superhero movie. It was more like an anti-hero movie to me. It wasn't a superhero movie.
It's like a dark character study, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was like.
Yeah, I love Joker.
I just got sick of superhero movies, man. I just got tired of looking at it.
Yeah.
I thought the Guardians of the Galaxy movies were both good.
Yeah.
I liked the first Suicide Squad movie. But as far as actually going to the movies to see a superhero movie, I think the last one I went to see was The Dark Knight Rises.
I see them like I think up through like the last Avengers movie. I think I saw like everyone pretty much in the theater because I always go like with my family, around like the holidays, or if we're out doing whatever, visiting with them at some point. That's like something we always do together for some reason. It's like, oh, you want to go see the new movie? I was like, yeah, let's do it.
I've never seen any of the Avengers movies.
Oh, you'll hate them, dude.
Huh?
You'll hate them. They're like worse.
Too many superhero movies. There's too many superheroes in those movies.
Dude, they're worse than Lord of the Rings, if you can imagine that.
No, I can't. I can't. I honestly don't know of any movie. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even trying to be funny. I don't know of any movie I've ever watched in my life that I was more bored watching than The Lord of the Rings. That movie bored me to death. I literally gave it away. Get this the fuck away from me.
I'm trying to think if I can come up with a boringest movie I've ever seen. I don't think I can quantify the most boring.
Hereditary?
Did you say vegetarian?
What?
Hereditary?
Hereditary?
Hereditary.
What
the hell could you possibly think that movie was boring?
I didn't like it.
You might not like it, but I didn't think it was too boring.
Yeah, absolutely. If people don't like it, they don't like it. That's fine. Whatever.
I thought the pacing
would definitely not be the way I would describe that movie.
I thought the pacing was good. My only critique of Hereditary, which I think was one of the greatest horror movies of the past 20 years.
Yeah, me too.
Was it, as far as pacing and storytelling, it sort of peaks
very early.
Well, it peaks at a certain point, and then it just keeps going for like a little too long. I feel like the story was, there was resolution, and then they just kind of like drew it out a little too much.
Yeah, the ending of the movie was a very long ending of a movie.
When they're like, "Oh, you're paying," it's like, okay, like I'm gonna wrap it up, guys, for fuck's sake.
Give it a break, folks.
I loved Hereditary, though.
Yeah, me too. I did recently just watch that again. Michael was trying to get because Janae has not watched that movie. And it scared Michael to death the first time he saw it. So he wanted to watch it again. And he was trying to get his mom to watch it. She got up and left. And me and Michael watched it.
What's
that, Dave?
What scared him? Because that movie wasn't scary to me at all.
It was just the whole thing scared him.
I mean, one of the scariest things I think in like reality, this is like another like sort of callback to dementia, is sort of like losing your identity, right? Or like having your identity stripped away till you're not you anymore or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, a theme in that, because there's like possession and stuff, and you're like getting, someone is taking over your body. So, I mean, that for me is like, like a disturbing premise in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know in that movie, the part where Toni Collette is turning off the light in her office and she sees her mom standing in the corner.
Oh yeah.
Every hair on my body stood up when I saw that, and that freaked Michael out. That fucked him up. He almost left.
You know, like the naked dude sitting there laughing.
That's not good when he's just with the big smile on his face.
Like
It's
there's
so
nothing
creepy.
more disturbing than like a naked weird dude smiling at you in the
Yeah.
dark. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's crazy.
Like in your
When-
home, you're just like, oh god, and that it was like sort of like a frozen expression, like
Yeah.
sleepaway camp. The end of sleepaway camp. For
Yeah,
instance. It was just like,
absolutely.
yeah, it's fucking
The part where Toni Collette is cutting her own head off,
yeah.
he didn't enjoy that too much either. The kid sitting in the classroom when he smacked his face on the desk,
Yeah.
that fucked him up. When he turned and looked himself in the mirror and he was smiling back at himself and his face was all twisted up. Yeah. There are certain like subtle things in that movie. Well, that was not too subtle.
That
but
kid
certain
was,
things
that was
What's
a great, that was a great performance by that dude.
absolutely, man. It was a great movie. I loved it.
Now, Midsommar is one that I could understand if people said was boring because that's a long movie.
That's a very long movie.
And I was fully in. I saw the first time I saw it was the director's cut. They were playing
You saw that at that draft house, right?
at the Alamo Draft House. Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's so cool.
And like and so I saw like the long ass version first, and I still loved it. You know,
Yeah.
I was like, but I guess a lot of people don't get into it as much as me.
What's the most disturbing scene you've ever seen in a movie? Well, the deaths of the animals in Cannibal Holocaust right off the bat pops into my head. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That fucker. He looks like a game show host with no shirt on.
Yeah.
New car.
Yeah. Most disturbing scene in a movie.
Did you watch a Serbian film yet?
I still haven't seen a Serbian film.
There's some of that's a little rough.
Well, Irreversible is too, but the thing about Irreversible is there's like a brutal extended rape scene.
I still have not watched that.
And it's like it's intended to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it's basically like this isn't a spoiler alert or whatever, you know what the movie's about. But that scene is basically someone takes like a camera and just puts it on the ground, and then some chick gets raped over the course of 5 minutes or something, which is a long time.
That's a long time.
A non-moving camera angle of someone getting raped, like brutally raped, like violently raped. And that's pretty like I found myself wanting to fast forward it, but this was a movie that I know you're supposed to feel like disturbed and uncomfortable. So I'm like, fine. I'll go for the whole experience here, since I'm watching. But that's probably the most recent one that I wanted to like fast forward past.
I immediately think of Cannibal Holocaust. Immediately. That's what that I've seen it. Christ, probably 20 times I've watched that movie, and literally every single time that those scenes come up, I like look away or do something else while that's on because I find that to be so fucking troubling. That's fucking crazy, man.
Even just like, have you seen Hounds of Love?
No.
Oh, I won't spoil it. I'll just say any movie that shows like even a fictional act of like someone torturing or killing a dog or something, I find like immensely disturbing.
Yeah, it's hard to watch, man. It's hard to stop.
And the interesting like Australian films, almost someone will die, someone will kill a dog in almost every Australian film ever made.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck you guys, stop doing that. But then it's effective, it's like a disturbing thing, and that's
Wolf Creek. They killed dogs in Wolf Creek?
Kangaroos. All kinds of kangaroos.
I don't know what else I've found to be just disturbing.
I've not seen Cannibal Holocaust. I've not seen what's the one where they sew asshole to mouth?
The Human Centipede.
I haven't seen those movies either, or a certain film.
Human Centipede's not disturbing.
Human Centipede's not disturbing at all.
The theory of that is more disturbing than the movie is.
And the second one is more like they
that's more disturbing.
Emphasize more on the disturbing characteristics of it.
And the third one's ridiculous.
Third one's unwatchable. The third one is the Cabin Fever 2 of that franchise.
The third one's is hard to watch, man. That movie sucks. It's not
just
good.
yeah.
The last one I remember bothering me was the Hills Have Eyes remake where there was a scene with the baby. I had to turn it off. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah. Dylan in the house. What's up, Dylan?
Believe it or not, Keith, I have never seen Casino.
Ooh.
Believe it or not, and I love those, man.
That's a great movie.
Casino's excellent, man.
Yeah. I love those movies. I've never seen it.
Casinos, you were talking about Leatherface being always on cable. There was like a month or two that Casino was on every night, and like anytime that movie's on, if I catch a glimpse of it, I'm watching that movie.
That's the way I was with Goodfellas. Goodfellas was constantly on TV. I watched it 1,000 times.
Casino is a lot like Goodfellas, story structure wise. It's you can follow this sort of like this mafia venture type situation. So
and that's why I find it to be very, very troubling that I've never watched that movie.
And it's great.
I know I would love it.
Great cast.
Yeah. Who else is in that besides De Niro and Pesci? Is Michelle Pfeiffer in that? No, Sharon Stone's in that movie, right?
Yeah, Sharon Stone. Who's the fuck? I'm spaced on his name. He was like the head vampire. James Woods.
Okay.
Also in it, and then
vampires, the head vampire killer and vampires.
Okay. That's his claim to fame in my mind, apparently. Yeah, it's got everyone in it, man. Like all the popular mafioso actors are in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that stuff, dude. I have absolutely no explanation as to why I've never seen Casino. I just have never seen Casino. It's one of those movies that strangely has eluded me for some reason.
Yeah.
How big of a District 9 fan are you guys?
I loved it.
Me too.
I haven't seen it.
I finally saw somebody. Have you ever, either one of you, ever come across a YouTube channel called Cinema Rules?
I feel like I've heard of it.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to them.
Yeah, they watched District 9 within the last couple of weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, month at the most. And when it was over, they said that they had just looked up that they are finally in the works to make the sequel to District 9. So I got all kinds of fucking excited, and I looked it up, and in fact, they are supposedly putting that together.
Dude, Neil Blomkamp was supposed to do an Alien film.
Yeah.
A while
I'll tell you
ago.
what, man. I loved all three of his movies that I saw. I loved all of them. I thought they were fucking fantastic.
I thought Chappie was the lesser of the three.
I like Chappie, man. I dig Chappie.
I
thought Elysium was the lesser of the three.
I liked Elysium. I thought Chappie was okay, but I thought the other two were better.
District 9 is one of my favorite movies that I've seen in probably the last 25 years. I fucking love that movie.
It's cool. It's like found footage / body horror / alien invasion / refugee
/ documentary.
Yeah.
It's so good. Dude, the CGI in that movie is fucking crazy. It's crazy.
Is it like Cloverfield, essentially? I mean,
no.
It literally is like a documentary of these aliens that came down off of a spaceship in South Africa.
Yeah.
And they live in like a fenced-in trailer park, for lack of a better term, called District 9.
Like a shanty town, like a ghetto.
Yep.
I thought it was good. And one of the dudes, a dude gets infected and his body starts changing.
Yeah.
And people are after him, and it was good. Oh yeah, and Demonic. I forgot that just came out.
I've never seen Demonic.
I think that one I would probably put after Chappie.
Yeah.
Hard to say. I like D. Antwoord. I liked them before Chappie came out.
Where can I see Demonic? Is that on Shudder? Is that on Netflix? Where is it?
It might be on Shudder or Prime. I can't remember.
Because if Blomkamp made it and the effects are anything like those other three movies, I want to see it like now.
It's like it's like a modern day possession tale.
Yeah.
/ The Cell. Because like it's about this girl.
Oh man.
this girl can like go into like her mother's mind through this like technology interface and some
Yeah.
uh
That is like The Cell.
yeah.
Sounds like Possessor.
Possessor was awesome, man.
Yeah, it was.
I still have not watched that either. I own that too, and I still haven't watched it.
I own
That's
that
the problem, dude. I buy all these movies and I forget that I even bought them. I forgot I even had that fucking movie.
I own Possessor 3 times.
I only have it once.
I don't have the 4K. I just have the Blu-ray.
I have it on 4K twice.
Yeah.
3 times. I think everyone I have is 4K.
Yeah. I couldn't find it in 4K.
I got it in 4K, dude. I got an extra.
Yeah. How the hell why do you have 3 of them?
Because I got it originally when it first came out, and then it's just sort of a standard Possessor Uncut 4K with the slipcase.
Yeah.
And then Turbine Media did a steelbook, a 4K steelbook of it, and a 4K.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I picked those up because I was a fan of the movie.
I definitely want to see. So does Cronenberg's son follow in his father's footsteps?
He did a great job with that movie, man.
Yeah. I told my son that I wanted to like gather up a bunch of my Cronenberg stuff, and one day me and him just sit down and fucking watch Cronenberg movies all day.
Yeah,
I want to get Videodrome. I don't have that.
I own that one a few times as well.
Yeah, I want to get that. I've been. I don't even know if I've ever seen Videodrome.
That one's got James Woods in it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Michelle Pfeiffer. Or no, sorry, Blondie. That's who it was.
Yeah. Debbie
I
Harry.
like this movie Crash. I think it was from like 2002
Matt Dillon.
or 4. Yeah.
That one movie of the year too. That's a great fucking movie, man.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the Cronenberg Crash.
James Spader, the one with James Spader.
Oh, yeah, that's the 90s.
That's the one. Those 90s. Okay. But yeah, the one with Matt Dillon is another.
That's a great movie, man.
That's one that'll tug at your heartstrings.
Crash on 4K.
Nice.
Yeah, for a while there,
My watch pile still sealed in my watch pile.
for a while there, when the Academy Awards would come around and like whatever movie won Picture of the Year, I would just go buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to see what it, just to see what all the hype was, and that's why I saw Crash, and that's why I saw Green Book because it won a bunch of shit at the Academy Awards. Yeah, I just Slumdog Millionaire. Have you guys seen that?
Yep.
I like Tony Boyle, though.
That's a great movie, man. That's a great.
Shape of Water. I mean, that's one that got a lot of hype too. I mean,
Which one?
Shape of Water.
Yeah, absolutely. Shape of Water. I'm telling you, Ben, I can't believe you haven't seen that movie.
I know.
It's
It's
good, man.
It's a weird one, but like, I only saw The Wizard of Oz for the first time like a year or two
I
ago.
remember you telling us that.
Yeah.
That's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened. I've never seen Mary Poppins. Like, these are all movies
Me
that
neither. I haven't seen that.
somehow I grew up and everyone in my friend group had like seen them multiple times, and I never saw that shit. Like,
Yeah, I think I saw The Wizard of Oz like every single year of my like. By the time I was 12, I saw The Wizard of Oz 12 times
yeah,
because it was on once a year, every year, and I watched it every time it was on.
up until recently, I had seen The Wiz more times than I saw The Wiz.
I've never seen The Wiz. I've never seen The Wiz.
Like, you got it. He's on down the road.
Michael Jackson's in it. I won't watch it.
Well, Michael Jackson's an interesting character. You never know.
It's a scarecrow.
You never know with him if he's like disturbing like criminal or misunderstood genius. I don't know. I feel like there's no real good resolution in my mind on like him or his character. You know what I
I
mean?
think he could very possibly be both.
Probably both.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly one of the greatest like pop stars.
Oh, absolutely. If not the greatest pop star of all time. You like to fuck little boys too.
Maybe. I mean, hey, Alfonso Rivera and Corey Feldman both say he's cool. Or no,
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin say he's cool.
Yeah, see, I don't think that he would go after them because they had money and they were famous. I don't think he'd bother with them.
Not his type, you think?
That's no the type with a mouth and a public following. That's he doesn't want nothing to do with that.
I mean, he was a very odd fellow.
I used to love Michael Jackson.
Oh
When I
yeah,
was growing up, I loved him. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you remember when he did the Grammys? I think '84, right? And he performed
Billie Jean.
and did the moonwalk. Do you remember like how
Crazy, like earth-shattering.
Yeah. Have you watched that performance lately? I mean, it's a great performance, but it's like, I mean, I feel like when I watched it within the last year or two, I was like, damn, we were like so naive. like that blew our minds. That little like moonwalk thing, like just like upset the entire universe.
You remember when Thriller came out, man?
I loved it. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God, I've never been scared by a music video in my life. Yeah, it was phenomenal. Billie Jean and friggin' Beat It, all that crap when it came out. It was just great.
Yeah. I loved it. I mean, I was like elementary school when he was like big, and like, yeah, I remember like anything. If I had like Michael Jackson pins, if there was like a dish towel that had a Michael Jackson face on, I was like, I want that. Yeah, I mean, that Thriller album was tits.
Oh God, yeah. There's no denying what that guy did. He was phenomenal, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know. Hard to say with him. I don't have enough information. I haven't watched like any super like damning deep dive documentaries on him or anything, you know, to like make me realize like the extent of how big a piece of shit he was or anything. So like in my mind, he's like, there are allegations. He never got convicted of anything. You know, like there are some people that get convicted of shit, right? Like Bill Cosby, like,
oh yeah.
You know, I mean,
I still can't believe that guy's out. That makes me so mad. What's that?
He's out of jail now.
Yeah, he's out. He's out. He's walking among us.
Yeah, man.
He like served like 8 weeks or 8 months or something like that. I mean, it wasn't very long.
It wasn't long. I can't even remember what the technicality was or whatever it was that he got out. I don't even remember. I do remember just seeing that he got out, though. In all sincerity, I don't watch the news at all anymore. It's been months since I've watched anything on the news. All this gas shit that's going on in this war, I'm oblivious to it.
Since I cut the cable, I don't watch the news anymore. I mean, I catch it like on YouTube or Google or whatever, like search stuff. But
my brain feels so much lighter that I ain't worried about any of that crap no more.
Yeah, the whole Trump thing, and I was just like,
I don't want to hear it anymore. I just got tired of
it. Yep. I mean, I keep up-ish with the news, but like not as much as I used to. Like in the past, I'd say in the past year or so, I've been like a little more oblivious to it.
Yeah, I think it's healthier.
I mean, it sort of depends. Like you have to sift through all the bullshit to find actual information on every side. You know what I mean? That's just how news media is.
And I just don't want to sift.
People say it's like mainstream, but yeah, try going to any like indirect independent news source. Yeah. You're even more fucked. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, but yeah, I mean, the gas prices, I think it's worth it if it has any effect on the sort of regime that's running Russia right now. You know what I mean?
As Janae was telling me all about these gas prices going up and up and up, and I was like, I've never been somebody who paid attention to that shit anyway, because if I have to put gas in my car, I got to put gas in my car. There's no reason for me to get upset about the price. I mean, get upset about the price and put gas in my car, or not give a fuck and put gas in my car.
And they blame the president for it. And it's like, he has no control over that.
No, it's all crap.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Whatevs. Yeah. I think like from my perspective, and I'm paying $5.90 a gallon out here. You know,
you're paying what?
$5.90 a gallon.
Yeah.
Was what I paid last when I got gas on the bike.
How far can you go on a tank of gas in your motorcycle?
About 140 to 160 miles.
What's it take round trip for you to get to work and back?
It's about 90 miles, about half a tank, a little more than half a tank.
Okay.
I fill up every time. Every time I go to work, basically.
Do you like fill up daily then? I mean, or every other day?
Every day I fill up, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
And I pay a $7 fee to cross the bridge.
Ugh.
A total of $7.
$7. Which bridge is it?
Dumbarton's the one I usually go across.
I just didn't know if it was the Golden Gate Bridge. I didn't know. I had no idea.
Golden Gate Bridge is, that's
That's San Francisco, isn't it?
Yeah, it's San Francisco, and it's going up north. And I work in the South Bay, like Mountain View,
Yeah.
but like it's only like $1 more than the Dumbarton.
Yeah. How big is that bridge? Golden Gate.
Not that big.
Why is that bridge so world popular?
It's famous because
What do you say?
it was like an engineering marvel when it was originally done, and then it just became like sort of an icon of, San Francisco.
Okay. What are you laughing at, Dave?
I said it was famous because of Full House.
Oh. That's got to be it.
It wasn't. No one even knew about it until that came out.
How about him dying, man? That was kind of surprising.
Yeah.
And it was just a bump on the head, right?
That's what I hear.
That's fucked up.
It's pretty crazy.
You can't really. There was a point in my life where I would hear something like that, and I'd be like, "Fuck, we're so fragile. I'm gonna die today if I stub my toe." It's that sentence.
Yeah.
And when I was like really like depressed and anxious, and that's just like sort of my thought process I had. You can't really think that way.
No.
But hearing something like, "Oh, he bumped his head and that was fatal," like, "Oh shit."
Mm-hmm. I still don't know exactly what happened to him, though. I just know that it was some sort of head trauma or head contusion or something.
It was something pretty minor, like he bumped his head on something, and it like caused damage.
That's crazy. Did he have like brain bleed or something?
I don't know. My understanding is it was like it might have been like some kind of hemorrhaging or some shit.
That sucks, man.
But like
that just sucks to go out like that, dude. That's fucking terrible.
Well, that happened to Richter too in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 22. He had a little bit of head trauma, a little bump on his head.
Yeah. He was the only character I kind of halfway cared about in that movie.
Yeah, he was good.
He was a nice little character.
Oh god.
But then yeah, a lot of people hated every character in that movie, but a lot of horror movies have unlikable characters in them.
Yeah.
I think that they almost have to, don't they? Don't they have to have unlikable characters in them so that you cheer for the bad guy killing them?
I would say like, Midsommar has like a pretty much a cast of like unlikable characters.
Yeah.
The closest you can empathize with Danny, but a lot of people hate her.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of people hated her.
I didn't exactly hate her.
I didn't either.
But a lot of people did.
But I understand.
There is a fast pass. J. Michael asked there's fast pass. And in addition to that, when COVID hit, so they didn't have like people interacting with toll people, you just drive through and they send you a bill. Just like an invoice. Oh, because they have cameras, so capture your license plate. So then they'll send a check to the registered owner of that license plate. But then they also didn't have like any legal way to like enforce that or something. So like if you didn't pay, you just didn't pay it. And so they didn't really like, there was a point where people were like, "Oh, you don't really actually have to pay this shit?" Okay.
Do you guys have Easy Pass? Is that what Fast Pass is?
Yeah, it's like a little transmitter thing.
Yeah, that's in New Jersey. That's called Easy Pass. That's what we have here.
Used to be on the way to the bridge. There's like weight sensors. The car will come over to trip the camera, and if you're on a motorcycle, you can like go all the way right and like miss them, and like about I don't know 30% of the time you won't get a toll. But
yeah.
I still always have my transmitter. Might as well,
Is it uncommon for people out there to not have Fast Pass?
I didn't have it for a long time. Even when I think I didn't get it until I started working in San Francisco. I had to cross the Bay Bridge every day.
Yeah. It's weird here in New Jersey. Like I live there's a toll right on the Garden State Parkway that's not far from my house. I can drive to it. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Excuse me. And every time you see anybody backed up at that toll booth, it's somebody from Pennsylvania. And there's bridges with Easy Pass in every goddamn direction in Pennsylvania. They're everywhere. They're like everywhere in Pennsylvania. But people don't have Easy Pass over there. I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why do you want? Who in their right mind would want to choose to stop? Everywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, there's bridges everywhere in Pennsylvania. I don't get it.
Maybe like traffic isn't as bad. Like here, traffic going into San Francisco, traffic can be pretty bad, right? So the toll plaza will back up for miles.
Yeah.
And it'll be like just you're stopped in your car.
But the resolution to that would be to have fast pass, right?
They do, and so there's like a lane over on this side of the Bay Bridge and one over on this side. Actually, 2 and 2.
Yeah,
that are fast pass only. But then you can also get trapped like trying to get over there because you're like just trapped behind all these cars.
Yeah.
So if you're on a motorcycle, it's the shit.
Yeah, there's so much traffic in Philadelphia. It's ridiculous. It's awful. So that's why it blows my mind that those are the people that don't have Easy Pass. It's just never made any sense to me. It doesn't seem logical.
I would absolutely lose my fucking mind if I had to commute by car.
Yeah.
I used to work in San Francisco, even when I was working for the same company. And like that was amazing, man. It was like 12 to 15-minute drive on the bike. Fuck traffic. When I used to do it in like a car, if there was a Giants game, it would take over an hour just to get to the freeway.
Yeah, I believe it.
But like
what town do you work in now? How far is it from you? It's like an hour away, isn't it?
It's about a little under 50 miles each way. So I think it's like 90 something miles round trip. So by motorcycle, I mean, traffic's been pretty chill lately. I can get there within like 40 minutes.
Well, what town is your job in?
Mountain View.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
It's like the heart of Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
But you're allowed to do the lane splitting, right? Where you can, yeah.
And everyone is really used to it and courteous here, more so than like Southern California.
I would almost think that it would be like detrimental for you to not be courteous to motorcycles that do that, because you're allowed to do it. And if they're assholes, they could hurt you. Yeah.
I think people in general, like sometimes don't really have perfect thought processes.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty apparent. Yeah. You're right.
If someone isn't having to be in the same shitty situation as them, rather than feeling like bad for themselves or wanting to fix their situation, they'll be pissed at the person who doesn't have it as bad as them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd never experienced that before, but I was driving in Paris and these bikes would just like come up to me and like weave in, and I was like, holy crap, what in the world? What are they doing?
That would scare me. I'd be afraid I would hit somebody.
Yeah.
But I mean, in rush hour traffic, I would say more people move over to the left to give me like a wide berth and safe passage. And I was going like, hey, thanks, give them the thumbs up. I would say more people do that than don't even notice me. So it's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I like it. And in a car, like, it would drive me mad. That commute would be fucking crazy. We have buses that like you can take, all over the Bay Area to get to all sorts of, I don't know how many fucking campuses we have around here, but I believe it's more than like 50 different buildings. You know what I mean? And like, but even that would kill my spirit, man.
And what about kids that have to like take a bus to school? I mean, are they like spending 2 hours on a commute home from school every afternoon, or are they?
I think most kids that live in Oakland will go to school in Oakland, or San Francisco will go to school in San Francisco, and ride their bike or walk or.
Okay.
I mean, I don't. Maybe schools are closer together around here too than they might be out there. I don't know. It's just more densely packed. I didn't go to school out here though. Well, I went to college out here, but that's it.
Where are you originally from, Ben?
Sacramento, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a native Californian. I thought you lived elsewhere for a little while.
No, I lived in California my whole life. I lived in Sacramento, and then I moved down here to go to school in 2002, I think. So been here for 20 years.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like my schedule, I have pretty flexible schedule. I have a lot of work to do sometimes, but I don't have I don't work a 9 to 5 really. So I can do alternate. I end up working like the graveyard shift, a lot of times because I'm like, fuck, I don't want to deal with traffic. I don't want to deal with people. I'm like, whatever. I'll just work overnight. So, but traffic's getting bad around here at 3.
So, John, when you go back to work, do you work like a third shift, or do you work a first shift, or what are your hours typically?
I don't know. It largely is going to depend on whether or not they got the J1 students this year. If they did not, I will probably still be on the night shift. Last year, I did not work night shift most days because we had a kid here from Romania who wanted to work night shift. It was his second job, and he wanted to work 6 nights a week, which made me not have to work night shift. So I only worked night shift 1 night a week last year. This year, if they have somebody to work night shift, I'll work probably 9 to 5. If they don't have somebody to work night shift, I will work 3 to 11. When I first go back, I'll probably work part-time, like 9 to 2 or 9 to 3 for 4 or 5 weeks, 5 weeks. And then I'll start working my regular shift, whatever to be determined.
Yeah.
I really honestly don't mind my job, but I really like being home.
I love my job. I've always seeked work that I found like fulfilling rather than working for financial gain. For a lot of years it didn't work out for me super well because I was broke as fuck.
I get it, man.
But now I get paid well, and I have a cool ass job.
I only work, dude. I work 6 months a year, and I'm a homebody, and my work is 15 minutes away, so I couldn't ask for more. And I did the same thing, man. For the longest time, I wanted to make more money. I want money. Money.
More money.
And now I've gotten to a point where I don't give a fuck about that. If I can pay my bills and eat, I don't give a shit about anything else. I just don't care. I've gotten to that point in my life where I know that money definitely will not. It's a necessary evil, but money's not going to make me happy. It doesn't make a difference.
You know what having money does, though? It alleviates so much stress that not having money causes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I mean. If my bills are paid and I can eat, I'm cool.
Yeah.
If my bills aren't paid and I can't eat, I would be fucking freaked out.
Yeah, that's how I was like that for a decade because I was just a furniture maker. I didn't have a boss or anything.
Yeah.
And it was just fucking stressful as shit.
Resell this shit.
Yeah, absolutely. If it came down to it, I could do that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would.
It's easy to get stressed out about that shit.
Yeah.
So I just try my best not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you could cover your shit.
Yeah.
I always lived within my means, even when I was broke. Okay, I don't have much money, but I can buy a used Blockbuster DVD for $2, and that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas now I have more money, so I can buy fancier shit. But I don't have any debt. That's the beauty part of it. What's up, Jen? Jen's reviews from the grave and the Heezy. I saw
that's the whole thing, man. Like this year, I feel like I got hit with a shitstorm this year. In the off season, I collect unemployment, and the unemployment in New Jersey is for 26 weeks. You work 26 weeks, you're considered part-time. Because of where I live, it's typical. It's well, I don't want to say it's typical, but it's not out of the ordinary for people here to work seasonal. It's just the way it is. I'm at the beach. So when you get off when you finish working, you file unemployment, you get unemployment for 26 weeks, then you go back to work. Well, this year, I did not get 1 cent of unemployment until Christmas was over because nobody wants to fucking work and everything's backed up and everything's crazy. So I wound up building credit card debt. And now I'm getting my unemployment, but my debt's all fucked up. It's just, and the shit with my mom and everybody getting sick. And now Janae's got to have another surgery on her foot.
Yeah.
Just everything has just been a whole big fuck you to everything, this past year. So I really don't even mind going back to work. Maybe it'll like take my mind off of shit.
Yeah, I mean, I get fully engrossed in my work.
Yeah, and that's good.
Yeah.
Imagine having to be fully engrossed in your work and you fucking hated it.
I
Yeah.
know. I know. I mean,
that would be no good.
I'm very lucky. I know a lot of people that don't know what they like doing, which is a bigger problem than doing what you don't like, I think. Or they do something that they hate, they hate their boss and they hate their coworkers and they hate
I did that for years. That's no good.
Yeah. I got pretty lucky these last almost decade now at this point.
Yeah. I know for a fact that if I was still at that old job that I was at, I would have never been able to get sober. No way. No way in the world I'd have been able to do that.
I told you, when I switched job, my first machinist job was beating me down.
Yeah.
And it felt like I was not sure that I had made a wise decision because I was I didn't work a consistent 40 hours a week per se, for a steady wage.
Yeah.
So I'd bill my hours and there was the hourly amount was high, but it was not like I'm making that 40 hours a week every week,
Yeah.
And then my first job was not really even enough to live on. And I still I would go to work. I had to be in San Jose, which is about 50 miles away. I had to be there by 7.
Mm-hmm.
And in the evenings, I would still teach woodworking. So I would come home. I had to sit in traffic. I didn't have a motorcycle at that point. I was broke as fuck. So I'd sit in traffic. I mean, it probably took me I don't know, more than 11, 12-hour day, trying to get back there and back. And then go work in the evening. And it sucked. And I was like, God damn it. Is this how I have to do it?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
That's what I did. When I moved here, I worked in Newcastle, Delaware, which is an hour and a half away from here. And I had to be at my desk at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So my days were the same thing, man. I'm 11, 12 hours a day. It was horrible. And that's not counting having to get up at 4:45 in the morning and not getting home until 5 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
It was just terrible. And I was doing that for a job I hated, working for a piece of shit boss who I fucking hated. And there's no way in hell if I was still at that job, I would have ever been able to quit drinking. No way. There would have been too much reality for me.
Yeah, the Hobbs says he quit his job that paid him 15% more because he hated it.
Yeah.
And that was a good decision.
It's absolutely the right decision. The money is, if you're miserable, that money's not going to mean nothing to you. Then you'll just be miserable with 15% more money.
The only way to do it is if you're making so much money that you can retire early. If you're okay, I'm going to be a stockbroker for 7 years and then I'm going to retire as a millionaire.
Yeah.
If you can
That's a
pull
different
that off,
game,
then that's probably worth it,
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I talk with a lot of people. My job's kind of crazy if you think about it. I always do shit that I've never done before. So I'm always it's just a steady and then I'm just a dude. So, but
That's exciting though.
It challenges you. I mean,
yeah.
if you didn't, you'd be bored.
Yeah.
And it's fulfilling in that sense, but it's also stressful because like I have to design this thing that's supposed to do this thing, and it's supposed to be like, and this is like kind of high level shit, and I'm just like, I'm a dude. I didn't go to like engineering school or something, so like I always stress out at the beginning stages until I'm like have the design figured out, and then I'm like, okay, fine.
But when you're done, it's satisfying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and people are happy with the work.
Yeah, you're satisfied. You've been challenged. You accomplished what you needed to do. People are happy with your work. That's so much different than being stressed up to here. And when you're done, the reward is you don't get fucking fired.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, it's very, very different.
I've been doing all this welding at work. Check that shit out. TIG
That's
welding, baby.
That's very cool.
Back in dime, son.
That's cool.
Ben, do you like work on a team or do you work by yourself mostly?
I work on a team, the design kitchen. We do all the central prototyping for X, basically. So like, and we basically just make all the weird ass shit that Google, you know,
Yeah.
like moonshots. People say like, we need a car that's going to drive itself, you know? Okay, well, we need to test this thing. So like, we'll go to the design kitchen and figure out a way to like make this happen. So that's what I do. And I work on that team, but on projects, it's usually individual, or you're working with the team that's sort of like soliciting your services. Like, we need to try to accomplish this, so we need you to design something to do that. So you're working with people, but it's not exactly on a team project type of situation.
So it's sort of like a team project, but with individual assignments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually it's like the scope of and it's like a series of sprints rather than like a long marathon, and it's more exciting that way.
So it's very agile.
What do you say?
Agile.
Yeah,
That's cool, man. How'd you land in there? How'd you wind up at that place with Google?
I got laid off of my last job, which I liked. Okay, you know, I was still a machinist. I was making shit, but I was still making furniture even for this company called Swerve.
Yeah.
And I got laid off. The weirdest, this is the craziest shit. I made a post on Facebook. It was a memory I shared like, I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago or something, where I had built these tables for Google. We talked about this earlier, didn't we?
You built tables for Google, yeah.
So that person Andy Rubin, who invented the Android operating system and all that shit, he basically like, we were making all this furniture for him, and then he just sort of like went silent. And the company I worked for had done all this investing, you know, expecting another round of furniture for more offices. And so then I got laid off, but then I ended up working for this company called Bot and Dolly that did like film the movie Gravity. You know, we did all the like robotic camera rigs and stuff that they used to film that.
Oh, no shit.
And that was a really cool company. We were working like at the intersection of like sort of art and engineering, you know, sort of like how those two things meld together. And it was a really amazing team, but we got acquired by Google to be in that the new robotics division. And then Andy Rubin turned out he was like a filthy creep, probably like worse than Bill Cosby. So he got fired, but had a separate package where he made like hundreds of millions of dollars, and like it caused a big stir. And people were like, "How can you pay that dude with all this bullshit?" Yeah, so that's how I ended up. I ended up working for Bot and Dolly, running their shop and doing all the making all the weird shit. And then now that team is still doing stuff within X. X is sort of like a little incubator, right? So it's like you'll have these moonshot ideas pop up, like self-driving car, for instance, and then that company Waymo will like graduate. And so my old team left, but I stayed at the design kitchen, which does like we make all the weird shit for everyone. So we're like a main central service.
That's cool.
And for a while, like my job wasn't really secure because I was a full-time employee and everything, but like the whole thing is like kill the ideas quick, you know, like, and you get like the opportunity to look for another job. There's not that many positions doing what I do within the company. So like, I was always a little stressed out, like that it wasn't going to last too long, but now I'm like part of the sort of central team. So it works. David's going to go smoke.
Yeah.
What?
It's going to stunt your growth.
Yeah, man. I got a cool Pennywise figure.
What'd you get?
You want to see him?
Yes.
I haven't showed him to anyone. It's the Hot Toys Pennywise from It Too. Hold on, I'll grab him.
Okay. Now I'm here alone. What's up, Casey? Hobbs, when did you move into your new place?
The Hot
The
Toys
box is cool as shit.
box is cool as shit. It's got this like plastic slip cover with the like a balloon on it.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then this is a badass figure. It's a 6 scale cloth figure.
That's nice.
This is gonna suck because
No, I can see it.
pretty small.
I can see it.
But he's very cool, and he comes with a base. There's basically like a little diorama of him above a storm drain. It's like a base of the storm drain.
Yeah.
There's a secondary head sculpt of Pennywise, big mouth.
Yeah.
And that goes into the drain. So it's like he's standing on the drain, and the head sculpt storage is him looking out of the storm drain. It's awesome.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I will be doing I know I say this all the time, but I'm going to do a video on this guy. God damn it.
You got to start making videos again.
I do. I just feel like at this point I haven't made videos in a while, and it's just hard to get that ball rolling.
Yeah, it's hard. If you take any time off, it's very difficult to get the momentum back.
And I always feel like there's tons of people on YouTube making content, and sometimes I feel like I'm just like adding more noise to the fucking, the white noise of people making videos.
That's hard sometimes, man, for me too. Yeah, I've taken a couple days off a few times in the last 6 or 8 months, and it's hard to get that momentum back. It's tough.
Yeah, I've recorded a bunch of videos that I just never posted too. There's that element too.
Yeah.
Like the whole quarantine lifestyle for me, I've managed to keep my spirits kind of up, but there have been points where I like feel myself wanting to isolate from everyone, just like it's an unhealthy reaction to spending so much time alone.
I would have to imagine that would be much different for you because you live alone.
Could you imagine this whole time if you just lived alone and you never left your fucking apartment?
I like to be alone. I really do like to be alone. I don't know that I would like to be alone for 2 years.
Yeah.
I like being alone too.
I love to be alone. I like it when people just leave me the fuck alone. But
My
I think 2 years is a long time
already. So especially just me and my daughter. But she works during the day, so I have the place to myself. So it's nice.
I've been like, and another thing is like back in the day when I started YouTube, I wasn't playing guitar again. So like my sort of fun creative projects that I would do when I get home and make videos, and I do weird fucking like editing and like, I just have fun with it,
Yeah.
and like now all that time that I used to spend doing that is just me singing and playing guitar and annoying my neighbors. So
I miss playing guitar.
It's been great. That's the one beautiful thing about this pandemic is I quit playing guitar for like 20 years or something.
Wow.
I quit for probably damn near 20 years. I haven't been playing either. It's been a long time.
When I first got sober, I was a guitarist, and I used to play in metal bands back in the day. And like when I first got sober, I had all this extra time that I wasn't getting fucked up with, and so I put all that energy and addictive sort of mentality into playing guitar,
Yeah.
and fucked my wrist up. So I had to stop playing guitar, and then I just didn't pick it back up until a couple years ago.
That's cool that you did though.
I've been loving it, man. It's been a super great way for me to spend my time.
Yeah, absolutely.
My poor neighbors. They put up,
That's why the one moved out.
I think I chased them out downstairs, and now someone else is going to move in. And I try. I'm not an asshole. That's like,
no, I don't even know you to know you, like, other than on here, and I know that you're not an asshole. You're not. I just can't even imagine you would be a discourteous dude to live near.
Well, but the truth of the matter is, like, some of the songs I'm singing, I'm belting out. So it's like, there's some volume involved.
Yeah.
Like, I was walking my dog the other day. We just walked down the street a couple houses in the morning so she can use the bathroom and stuff. And I'm walking down the street, and I hear from my apartment, I hear my phone alarm going off, and I'm like, oh my God, don't tell me like everyone in the whole fucking neighborhood can hear me. That's just my phone alarm. I know I'm louder than that.
Yeah.
I felt all self-conscious and weird, but
That's cool that you got back into it though, man. I think about it often, about going and buying another guitar. I have an Ibanez over there, but it's been sitting on that friggin' guitar stand for 20 years. And I've just been thinking about just going and buying another guitar and like starting fresh and just playing again.
that's what I did. I had an Ibanez,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got an acoustic, and then I got the Fender Strat, and then I got the Gibson Les Paul, and then I got a big ass amp, and it's been great. Then I got like pedals.
It's got to be good for your brain, man.
It's been super fulfilling. Like, it's like a project, when you have like a project and you can put energy into it, and you see, like, I've gotten a lot better as far as singing goes, and like, it's been pretty good. I've been enjoying it.
It's good stuff,
but it also doesn't leave that much time for videos making.
And Janae likes to sing, so if I could ever convince her to get in front of a camera, I could play guitar and she could sing. I think that would be cool as hell. Whether that ever happens or not, who the hell knows? But I think that would be cool.
You guys should collaborate.
I agree.
Get your guitar.
Has Michael shown any interest in learning an instrument, or?
He absolutely had to have a keyboard like 2 years ago, and he doesn't even play it.
Well, when I remember, like, I saw Back to the Future. What year did that come out? 86?
Something like that.
Anyway, I saw Back to the Future, and Michael J. Fox was playing a guitar, and I was like, I want to be cool and play guitar. So I remember in elementary school, I ended up getting a guitar, and then I never played it. I took like 3 lessons, and I never played it. And I was like, cool though. And then, years later, I was like, oh, fucking Metallica, bitch. And then it was on. And I played.
What made me play guitar was I heard out of Philadelphia, there used to be a radio show called The Metal Shop. And very early on in their careers,
Overkill,
James Hetfield and Cliff Burton showed up as guests on The Metal Shop.
Nice.
And they played For Whom the Bell Tolls and Fade to Black on the radio. And it was the first time I ever heard Metallica. And immediately I had my dad take me to the mall, and I bought Kill 'Em All and Ride the Lightning. And immediately we went to Cowtown and bought me a guitar. That's what did it. That's how I started playing guitar.
That's all you need.
And then Master of Puppets got released, and like my life changed. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's a great album.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite Metallica album?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
I've been waiting for how many years that been out there? That was 86. So 22 and 14 is 36 years. I've been waiting for another album to come out that I like as much as that one.
I thought Justice for All was pretty good. No,
yeah, it's pretty damn good. I'm a very big Ride the Lightning fan too, though.
I love Ride the Lightning.
Yeah, Ride the Lightning is. I think Kirk Hammett's guitar work on that album is so fucking good.
I would
Just
say,
from top to bottom, man, it's so good.
like Master of Puppets was my favorite Metallica album for years, but then I think Ride the Lightning became my favorite because I hadn't heard it as much as Master of Puppets.
Yeah,
Great album. Creeping Death and like Trapped Under Ice, and
there's nothing wrong with it. It's
right, yeah.
fucking phenomenal. I saw them. They played a festival in Atlantic City, New Jersey in 2000. I think it was 12. Maybe it was 2012, called Orion Fest.
Nice.
And they played a concert. Friday night they headlined, and then Saturday night they headlined. Friday night they played all of Ride the Lightning, the whole album. And then Saturday night they played the entire Black Album. It was so damn cool watching Metallica play those entire albums from top to bottom. It was just amazing. I have not missed a Metallica concert since 1988. And those are two of the coolest shows I've ever seen.
I have not seen Metallica since the early 90s, but
No. Oh my God. They're still phenomenal. They're still unbelievable live.
I just watched them play I saw a video of them playing with Miley Cyrus on Howard Stern.
Howard Stern doing Nothing Else Matters. Yeah.
She sounded awful until she started belting, and then she sounded great.
I can't stand it when other people try and throw a bunch of weird shit into somebody else's song. It bugs the fuck out of me.
It was like when her voice, I think she had like vocal surgery on her throat, and it changed her register because she had like really low voice in the beginning.
Yeah.
The tone sounded real ugly.
Yeah.
And then but when she kicked it up to the next octave, it sounded amazing. So.
Yeah, because she can sing. And believe me when I tell you, I ain't the biggest Miley. That's just not my style of music.
I'm more of a Hannah Montana.
I recognize what fucking talent. What'd you say?
I said I'm more of a Hannah Montana guy.
Yeah. But that chick can sing her ass off. Yeah, I got nothing but respect for what she does, man. The girl can sing.
She did a cover of the Cranberry Zombie that sounded great.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I'm a gigantic Cranberries fan.
Yeah, I am too.
I listen to them every day.
I enjoyed your video where you were headbanging to the zombie.
I get up every morning. The first thing I do, I put Michael on the bus, and as soon as he gets on the bus, I read every morning. And every single morning, I put the Cranberries' first 3 albums on shuffle on my phone to listen to the Cranberries every single day. I love the Cranberries. I thought they were phenomenal. I'm still sick to my stomach that girl's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I hate it.
Which girl?
Dolores O'Riordan.
From the Cranberries. I'm still way into music. Obviously not as much as I was when I was single and had no responsibilities and played guitar and drank beer all day.
Yeah, that's baby without the beer.
But I still listen to music a lot.
You played guitar recently, though. I mean, you did a Halloween video where you're playing.
And you know how hard that was for me to do? It was hard for me to do that because I had to learn it. I had to sit and friggin' rewind shit 1,000 times just to be able to move up and down the neck when I had to.
Yeah.
My fucking fingers were killing me when I was done.
Yeah.
Because it's all high strings. My fingers felt like they were going to tear apart. It was
razor
terrible.
blades.
Yeah, it's what it felt like. It was hard, man. It was easy to figure out, but it was hard because my fucking hands were killing me. And it wasn't anything that you can splice together and edit together. You got to do that one take.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you haven't played forever. I mean, those calluses,
they're gone. They're gone. No more calluses. They're gone.
Yeah.
Oh, my fingers were tore up when I first started playing the acoustic guitar again.
Of course, yeah.
They were all sorts of fun. It's like my first week as a machinist, I had so many fucking cuts on my hands.
Yeah.
And Quilted was a puppy, and I had like little puppy fucking teeth like ripping my fucking. It's like it was an ugly thing, man.
Yeah, it's shit. It hurts.
Jen loves Tom Petty.
Yeah, I've been considering doing some Tom Petty covers.
Tom Petty was cool, man.
Yeah, he's one
That's
that
the freaking epitome of a cool son of a bitch, man. Petty was cool.
I've never been a Tom Petty fan, but I don't dislike him or anything. I just never really got into his music.
Mike Campbell just put out a new album. The guitarist for Tom Petty.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah, and Clapton. I love Clapton's music. Derek and the Dominoes. That album's fucking amazing.
I haven't heard or seen Eric Clapton in a very, very, very long time.
He's
He's kind of fallen from grace.
he's fallen from grace a little. But he went to the same rehab as me
Yeah.
back in the day, and so like I always had that connection with him, and I didn't know that he was a piece of shit. No offense for people that love him, but I don't know. He had like a big a few things that I found concerning going down.
Yeah.
In general, one was a racist rant back in the day. He was drunk, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. Never knew about that until recently.
Are you two big Led Zeppelin fans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never been a big Led Zeppelin fan, but again, I recognize what they are and who they were and what they did and their importance and all that stuff and their talent. I just was never a big Led Zeppelin fan. However, I came across a video on YouTube that absolutely blew me away. It's got to be a couple years old now. It's Robert Plant and Jimmy Page. What's that?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's Robert Plant and Jimmy Page and Jason Bonham playing Kashmir live.
Oh yeah.
It's unfriggin' believable. It sounds like them back in the 70s, dude. It's like, how in the hell do you still sound that fucking good? It's so good. I was blown away by it. I probably watched it a dozen times now.
Yeah, they did a live show back in 07 maybe at the O2 Arena in London, where it was Jason Bonham on drums and the other three surviving members of Zeppelin. Yeah.
Now, what's the keyboard player's name? I don't even know what his name is.
John Paul Jones.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, he was there. It was really, really, really good.
Zeppelin, every album of Zeppelin is pure gold in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think they put out a bad one at all.
Yeah, you know what, man? I don't knock Zeppelin. They've just never been my cup of tea. That's all.
Yeah.
I like Crows with Jimmy Page. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's any denying what Led Zeppelin is and their importance in the musical landscape.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, very, very important band.
Yeah, Jimmy Page is he's not like the most technical guitarist, but I mean, because he's kind of sloppy.
Yeah,
but he just
sloppy's good though.
It is.
It's good.
I mean, that's what music today is just too polished sometimes. It's like,
oh my god, dude, I can't even I hear music now. I've been setting up like little home studio things so I can record myself performing covers and whatnot. And I'll watch YouTube videos and everyone's making shit the same way. It's like, okay, first you make a loop or you fucking get this loop from somewhere else. You take these vocals, you got to tune the vocals, and then you add all the same effects that everyone else fucking adds, and it's all auto-tuned. And it we went from this, it sounds like someone actually making genuine music, to this, and it sounds like a fucking robot. I'm not a big fan of that sound, but that's cool. I watched a Kid Rock video. What was that ballad he did? God Only Knows or some shit like that.
Photograph?
Huh?
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock, yeah.
Nickelback did Photograph.
Well, anyway, I remember.
Or was it called Picture? Or with Sheryl Crow? That one?
No, it was like a solo thing.
Mm.
I remember the Sheryl Crow song.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I'm not a real big fan of most modern music.
I mean, you like Lamb of God?
What's that?
You like Lamb of God?
Yeah, but they're like 20 years old.
Ghosts is the one I keep hearing a lot about. I mean,
Ghost is getting pretty popular. I'm not a big Ghost fan, but
not either, dude. People
pretty popular though.
I it seems like people think the Ghost is heavy metal, and they don't really seem like heavy metal to me. I mean, it's not that I don't like them or anything. I just feel like they're miscategorized. And
so do I. I think the same thing because, their lead singer is supposed to be, from what I hear, he's satanic. He worships the devil.
but you don't. That
And
doesn't.
that's
make
what
you
I
metal.
think. I agree. I totally agree. But I think that's why people got to shove them in that category.
I mean, Hillary Clinton worships the devil and he's children, and she's not heavy metal. So what the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. But
Yeah.
I do my reaction videos, and a lot of it's good, but it seems like everybody is so focused on being so technical that it's just like, who gives a shit about that? I don't give a shit about that. If
Yeah.
it doesn't sound good, who gives a fuck about it?
There's like ebbs and flows and trends and stuff
Yeah.
in music, and one of them now is like, okay, we're just like getting to a point where people, like, it happens sort of like with Yngwie Malmsteen, right? Too. It's like, oh, the more like virtuosic the fucking performances, the better it is. But honestly, Yngwie is a great guitarist and all that, but like,
Exactly.
I don't want to hear an Yngwie album. It's like this shit.
He's got, dude, I've been listening to Yngwie for probably 30 years.
Yeah.
Probably 30. I don't even think that's an exaggeration. And he's probably got like a half a dozen songs that I actually like.
Yeah.
Because it's all chest pounding, showing off, look at what I can do stuff. It doesn't sound good.
But there's the modern music. This is how you know we're old. I was listening like, have you guys ever heard of what's his fucking name? Lil Xan, Lilxan, Lil Xan X.
No.
He's a mumble rapper, and I like saw some random like video popped up on my YouTube thing. It was like the rise and fall of Lil Xan, and I was like, "Who the fuck is Lil Xan? When did he rise? And like, what is this?" And I clicked on it. It's like the story of this kid. He was like, he's got like 3 million subscribers or something on YouTube, but he he had a lot of success with a single that came out before his album. He made a bunch of real bad decisions, and basically like blew up his whole career. And but like the song, I was like, for a second I was like, okay, let's check out some Lil Xan songs. And it was like, it's kind of rough, man. I can understand why people would like listening to it, because it's just sort of like has like, I don't know, has a vibe about it. But I mean, musically there's not too much there.
No.
Yeah, I've never been impressed with the Yngwie Malmsteens and the Joe Satrianis. I mean, I just don't enjoy that kind of music.
No.
I like,
they're like virtuoso guitar players that are fucking amazing guitar. If there was an award for being an incredible guitar player, Yngwie would have won it 25 times by now. But his music's not fun to listen to.
Like,
I don't think so.
I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like Eric Johnson is another guy like that. Great, amazing guitarist, and I don't really like too much of his music.
Who's he played for?
Cliffs of Dover.
I don't know who that is.
I mean, he's got a very distinct, like, if you're a guitarist, a lot of people really idolize him, his tone, his style, his like, he's made an impact.
Yeah.
But his music I don't necessarily love.
Yeah.
Even though he is an amazing guitarist.
Like Anthrax is one of the bands that pops right into my head. There's the only person in Anthrax that I think is like a really like outstanding musician is probably their drummer Charlie.
Yeah.
But I love Anthrax because it just sounds good.
Yeah.
It just sounds good.
I like Anthrax.
Yeah, Anthrax is just cool. It's freaking good time, have fun, heavy metal. It sounds good.
I like the thrash shit, but
yeah, I'm a thrash head, man. That's what I am.
But like modern music wise, you have stuff like Wet Ass Pussy, of course, an amazing.
Oh
God.
Which is
I want somebody to tie her in a potato sack and throw her off a fucking bridge.
It's like the bare minimum you can do to be sort of musically. There's not that much going on. It's cool, if people love listening to it and everything, but like as far as musical complexity, it's like almost zero.
That's zero.
But then you have someone like Billie Eilish, who's like doesn't use auto-tune. She makes her albums on a fucking Mac with her brother, and she's like this mega star. It's like a totally different. So I feel like there's like ebbs and flows. I feel like we might be coming back to more people wanting. I mean, it happened too with like grunge, right? You get all these like super like Yngwie Malmsteen type guitarist putting out all this like hyper uber technical music, and then you have these grunge bands that are like, fuck that, it's fucking, and we loved it, right?
Yeah.
Let's slow it down and get depressed.
Yeah, I mean, let's make some real music. I can't make that music, and you guys can't make that music. So what the fuck do you want to hear it for?
Yeah,
something you can relate to.
I was not a grunge guy.
Oh, I was a big grunge guy.
Dave was a big grunge guy. I thought that Soundgarden was a good band. I think Pearl Jam was a decent band, but of all of those, the only one that I actually really got into on any level at all was Alice in Chains.
Yeah, they were badass.
Yeah, Alice in Chains was cool.
See, they're a band that I didn't really start liking until recently.
Yeah.
I loved STP. I loved
Forgot all about them. Yeah, they were cool.
Pearl Jam, and
I like that stuff more now than I did then. Back then, I was full-blown guitar playing, drinking heavy metal guy back then. And that stuff was almost offensive to me.
Oh, yeah.
Now I look back at it and I like it.
I said Metallica's Black Album is about as heavy as I go.
Oh, God.
I remember when that came out, a lot of people were upset. They're like, what is this fucking pansy shit?
Yeah.
And I like the Black Album.
So do I.
But that was kind of the last Metallica album that I liked. I'm not super up on their later stuff. So
their last two albums were both pretty fucking good. Yeah.
I like Load and Reload. Those were good.
I like Load.
And Saint Anger was good. I like Saint Anger.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff on there. Even their albums that most people would consider to be their bad albums have decent songs on them. They have some clunkers, but they all have good songs on them.
I mean, I don't know what you would consider Marilyn Manson. I mean, I like Marilyn Manson a lot. That's not really.
I used to be a pretty big Marilyn Manson fan.
Yeah.
I never got into Marilyn. I don't know. There was a weird point in my life where, I struggled with some stuff and I wasn't like really keeping up on things. I never really was up on Marilyn Manson. And it's not that I don't like his music. I just don't really listen too much to it. And I think during that sort of similar time, you got, Slipknot came along a little later and stuff. And I just missed out on that whole
Disturbed.
I do remember picking up on some Disturbed.
There was a couple of years, I'd say 3 to 5 years. It seemed like every single concert I went to, Disturbed was there. It just seemed like they were everywhere I went. Disturbed was playing.
Disturbed and Godsmack.
Yeah, there was a lot of Godsmack too. I saw Godsmack a handful of times, but I saw Disturbed a lot. Everywhere. They were everywhere.
I never saw them. I saw Linkin Park with
I saw them twice.
Payable on Death, and what was We Would Think. I saw them together. That was a concert.
I saw them. They played one of Metallica's Summer Sanitarium tours, and they played 1 year at Ozfest. I used to go to Ozfest every year. I love Ozfest.
That's another heavy one. And Doc and Cause of Dream Warriors. I mean, I had that album.
Very first concert I ever went to in my life, first big concert that I went to was the Monsters of Rock. And it was a band called Kingdom Come, Dokken, Metallica, the Scorpions, and Van Halen. It was the first concert I ever went to.
Scorpions.
Yeah, Scorpions were cool.
Yeah.
There was a little teeny club in Philadelphia called Pulsations. I went to 3 concerts there before I ever went to that big Metallica Van Halen show. I saw Ace Frehley's solo band there, and I saw a band called Lizzie Borden there, and I saw Slayer there. Slayer playing in that little dance club was crazy as shit, dude. It was great.
Was it Van Halen or Van Hagar?
Van Hagar. It was the 5150 album.
Yeah, that's a good album.
It was a very good album. Here's something I might get struck by lightning for saying. I prefer Van Hagar.
I like Van Hagar.
Yeah, I prefer Van Hagar.
I
always thought David Lee Roth was a goofball.
What's that? Van Hagar is just Van Halen with Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
I mean,
I always thought Dave was a goofball, man. I never was a big David Lee Roth fan.
He is a good.
He was just he was basically mimicking the guy from Black Oak, Arkansas, with
He's
all
just-
those screams and
Yeah,
whatever.
just a weird guy.
Yeah,
But,
With squeaking and screaming in his fucking funny pants.
but their music, I mean, early Van Halen was pretty badass. You know?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Their music was
Yeah.
pretty friggin' crazy.
I mean-
Dude, Eddie Van Halen, he's another guy. I was never a big Eddie Van Halen fan. I just don't like Eddie Van Halen. But that guy was a ridiculous guitar player. Such an amazing music. He like mastered the instrument. He was amazing. But I just thought he was kind of an asshole.
also, yeah. I mean, he and his brother Alex were both like,
Yeah, Alex is, and that's the crazy thing is people overlook how good that guy is because of his brother.
Yeah.
Alex Van Halen is an amazing drummer.
Yeah, Linkin Park. I feel like they, like right around the late '90s when auto-tune started coming in, and musical production started getting like all homogenized and like, I don't know, weird. And Linkin Park sort of had a lot of those like modern production techniques,
mhm.
even if their music was like not like pop or anything, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, they started catching it like, you know, in there.
They had like a mainstream feel to them.
Yeah, and then like they sound like his vocals sound processed, you know, when you listen to him.
Chester or the
Chester was
Chester.
an amazing singer, but yes, he definitely sounded like there was something going on.
yeah.
I mean, Chester is, I'm sure he's an amazing vocalist. I feel like most people
Was
He was.
people like when I hear people talk about him, that's like how amazing his like distortion and screams were, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like he screamed for like 100 seconds one time. And I'm not, you know, I know he's very well respected. I haven't listened to that much Linkin Park, except I've heard like their big hits that were out and stuff. So
he did an album with STP, just one, and then of course he committed suicide. But
Yeah.
I know he was big friends with like Chris Cornell. Chris Cornell, obviously, like
oh yeah,
epic vocalist. And
I think his death had a huge impact on Chester, which
It did.
made him do it too.
The guitar player from Lamb of God was working on a solo album, and he posted a picture on Twitter of himself with Chester, and all the caption said was "It's going to sound great" or "It sounds great," something like that. And then right before that album came out, Chester killed himself. The song obviously got released, but he killed himself before that project was even done. I think the last thing that he recorded was that song with Mark Morton. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Scott Weiland's death and Tom Petty's are two that really.
Scott Weiland caught me off guard, and it shouldn't have.
Yeah,
It caught me off guard, and it should not have caught
I mean,
me
it
off guard.
wasn't surprising, but it sucked. I mean, he's one of my favorite vocalists.
Well, I always thought that when he died, I thought that he had got himself cleaned up. I think that's why it caught me off guard, because he was fucking with heroin, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I thought he had gotten himself cleaned up, and then I found out that he died. I was like, well, that's not surprising, but surprising at the same time.
Yeah.
well, it's surprising he lived as long as he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there
cool.
was some footage of him doing like a concert like months before he died, but he was just like on stage, didn't know where he was, or it was like
That's a shame, man.
they were
That's
singing
another guy. He was just a talented
playing
dude.
like 120 beats per minute. And he's singing like at 70s. It was a train wreck.
That's terrible.
But like Eddie Vedder's still doing it, man. Like Eddie
They're
Vedder,
still going, man.
They're doing it well. I saw them a couple of years ago, and it was a great concert.
yeah.
Dave
I think-
Grohl, I mean, he's like in his 50s now, and he's
I
still
love that guy.
He's making horror movies, all sorts of shit.
I
Yeah.
love him to death. He's
Yeah.
one of my favorite people in music, period. I love that guy. I love him to death.
Yeah.
Have you? I've been hearing some good stuff about Studio 666. I've heard it's fun.
I hear it's the popcorn movie, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I heard it's fun. I heard it's gory as fuck. You know.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. A few years ago, I watched the Foo Fighters, the Back and Forth documentary, And I liked them. At that point, there was a lot of their music I liked, and I wouldn't say that I was into the Foo Fighters, but I was familiar with their music. And I watched that documentary, and it just made me fall in love with that guy. I just absolutely positively love him now. You know, and there's not very many people that I've ever come across in my life that actually seem like they're very centered in where they are and appreciate what they do. He's not like big-headed. He knows exactly what situation he's in, and he appreciates it and he loves it. You know, the guy just loves what he does, and I got so much respect for him.
Yeah, I saw them 3 years ago. They were supposed to come to Rep Arena like in like March that year, but it got postponed because I think Dave's mom had like a problem or she was in the hospital.
Yeah.
When they came back, he said, "We know we got some making up for you all motherfuckers." And they played for like 3 hours straight.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Did you watch the show that's on? I think it's on Paramount. It's him and his mom. It's pretty good.
With all the different artists, because I think he did one with like a country music artist that was married.
I've only seen a couple of them. I saw the one he did with Pharrell.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to, God, I can't remember who the other one was that I watched, but I watched either two or three of them. It's pretty good.
Did you watch the documentary Sound City?
It's fantastic. Yeah, it's really, really good. Really good.
And then they had another one where they like went to different cities and recorded a song in each city, and that was their album, their 8th album. It's great. I mean, they went to DC, learned about the music history there. They recorded a song there.
I haven't seen that. That's got to be pretty cool. What do you know what that is?
I don't remember what it was called.
I just dig him, man. I like him a lot. I like him a whole lot.
He was good in the Pick of Destiny.
Satan.
He was the devil, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's an epic face-off.
That's unbelievable, man. And see, I didn't know that until like years after the fact. I found out that was who that was.
Well, he was in the Tenacious D video, right? Tribute as the devil too.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
It's called Sonic Highways, John.
Okay.
I don't know shit about Dave Grohl since Nirvana. I know he's like a huge rock star who like taught himself how to sing and is an amazing songwriter and all this stuff. I never really listened too much to the Foo Fighters or anything.
He played drums on the Queens of the Stone Age album, song for the deaf. That song, No One Knows. Dun, 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 dun.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's him playing drums.
Mm-hmm. I think that it would be really cool to see him go on tour with Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson a Rush. I would love to see that. I'd love to see it.
Oh, dude, David loves Geddy Lee.
I love Geddy Lee.
I'm a gigantic Rush fan too.
Sorry,
I like Rush. They have some songs I like, and they're cool. They're like one of those bands that they're like Neil Peart, amazing drummer, right? Like songs are like complex and interestingly composed and all that stuff. But not all their songs are great for me.
No, they're not all great. I agree.
There are a few that I like,
I'm a pretty big Rush fan, and there's a lot of their songs that when they pop up on my phone, I just skip. Yeah. But I definitely am a very big Rush fan.
I appreciate their musicianship. I just can't stand Geddy Lee's voice.
That's the way Janae is. Janae can't stand his voice. His voice is. I've been listening to them for so many years that his voice doesn't sound strange to me.
It's like Dave Mustaine. You never like. It's just Megadeth. You don't think about it, but if you think about like the sounds he's actually making, like if you removed all the music, like the
it would be ridiculous.
With his face is ridiculous. Yeah,
it would be ridiculous. Yeah.
Another one that I couldn't stand for the longest time was Stevie Ray Vaughan. His voice was But now
Ray Vaughan.
Huh?
I love Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I like it now. John Mayer was the same way. I couldn't stand his voice, but he's one of my favorite new guitar.
Stevie Ray Vaughan looks like he's about to bang his guitar.
Yeah.
At all times. At all times. He's getting ready to freaking hit that guitar.
He looks like a fancy motherfucker and like frills all sorts of shit. But
feathers and shit.
But he's sort of like Jimi Hendrix, like they both. I like Jimi Hendrix's voice. He's not
Hendrix
a great singer,
was bad. Hendrix was a bad bitch, man.
but it's sort of the same with Stevie Ray Vaughan for me. It's like
Yeah,
he's not a great singer, but I mean he's an amazing
it works.
artist, and it works for me.
Yeah.
I saw him play live with Jeff Beck.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, back in
You know that Jeff Beck played the guitar part on Blaze of Glory? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that.
He did.
I would have loved to have been able to see Jimi Hendrix play.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that just has to be no pun intended. That has to be an experience to watch Jimi Hendrix play.
You know what the craziest thing is? Like I watched. There was some concert that I think hadn't ever been released. It was like this footage. I can't remember what show it was, but it's on YouTube, and it came out like within the last couple years, and it's like, what song is he playing? Is it Blue Style? Maybe I don't remember, but it's like it's badass. He's Jimi Hendrix.
He's Jimi fucking Hendrix, man.
And then they pan to the audience. It's just like a bunch of white dudes that are like, like no one's moving, and you're like, you think that you'd be like up and like fucking, this is amazing, but you might just be too high to do shit, dude. You never know.
God, man, Jimi fucking Hendrix, dude.
I made some comment, I think, when I saw that, like, look, I know everyone's fucking high and everything, but I don't think you could even make me sit down for that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it'd be physically possible to contain me to the ground.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of times when you watch those old like amazing people playing, it's just people are like, that's how concerts were, just like Woodstock, bro.
Yeah. Like I would have liked to have seen like Boston back in the day. Just go to like a freaking cool kick-ass Boston show or Kansas. It's just got to be cool, man.
Oh yeah,
I love that stuff. Love it.
Yes.
Yeah, man. The day of the rock band is gone. There's just they're just not there anymore.
Who is still there's still some rock people making shit, you know.
Muse is pretty good.
Yeah, Muse is awesome, dude. I don't think Muse is for everyone though, but I really like Muse. Muse is cool.
I think the one band other than goes without saying Metallica. Other than Metallica, the one band that I'm very, very happy that I've actually seen live, because chances are that I'm never going to see them again, is Black Sabbath.
Yeah, I saw them on their last tour.
Yeah.
Butler and Tony Iommi. It was awesome.
Yeah. Dude, just amazing. So friggin' cool. They played Ozfest twice, I think. And both times it was like that. I was so happy to be able to see that band. Because, I mean, Ozzy was supposed to start a 3-year world tour right before COVID happened.
Yeah.
And now, from what I understand, he's going to try and do it. And he's taking Zakk Wylde with him, and they're supposed to tour for like 3 years all over the world. And then that's going to be it.
I mean, dude.
Now, is he going to be able to do that now?
Dude, I saw him play like maybe 2-3 years ago, just like a couple years before. I don't know. I don't even remember what year. I have no sense of time anymore. It was sometime between 85 and the year 2030. Okay, it was somewhere in there. But it was their most recent like tour that I left that show with the biggest smile on my face, because these are old men like my dad's age and shit. You know what I mean? Like, how old's Ozzy now? He's like coming up on 70 or something.
He's got to be 70. He's got to be around 70.
Dude, that dude's just out there fucking.
He's throwing down.
A fucking rock star, dude. Yeah. Geezer Butler, Tony Iommi, it was badass.
And Bill Ward on the drums still sounds incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fucking Sabbath, dude. God damn, I'm glad I've seen them. Because it's over. I mean, there's not going to be any more Black Sabbath concerts that I'm aware of. It's done.
They're pretty. I mean, that was allegedly their farewell tour. So
yeah.
Slayer too, right?
Yeah, Slayer's gone.
Dude, who the fuck?
It's been 3 years since Slayer broke up.
I want to say that Testament now has Lombardo as their drummer. I heard that. I was like, that's crazy.
I got a message on my phone about that. I was pretty psyched.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. The Black Keys are badass too.
Yeah.
They're They're still doing it. They're rock band.
Yeah, there's
I don't think there's anybody out there that I would even say is. I guess the only band that's out there that I would really, really want to see that I have not seen is the Foo Fighters. I've never seen the Foo Fighters live.
a good show.
Yeah,
A band called the Struts opened for them.
yeah.
They're kind of like a, I don't know, garage rock revival. No, well, no, not even that. They're kind of like glam rock.
Yeah.
Kind of remind me of the Darkness, and the lead singer sounds like Freddie Mercury sometimes.
Well, Freddie
Yeah,
Mercury sounded pretty good.
Mm.
Just about everybody that I have been a fan of, I've seen everybody.
I'd like to see Muse play. I do like Muse.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing Coldplay. I mean, I don't care much for their more recent stuff, but
I don't really keep up with them, but I like some Coldplay songs, but they're like one of these bands that I think of as probably best to not see in concert. Better to see curled up in the fetal position of your bedroom, like when you're sad as fuck or some shit. You know what I mean? It's like all this sort of like I don't know, kind of down music, I would say. But I mean, I like them. I did a Coldplay cover recently.
yeah, Trouble.
Yeah. I don't really discriminate. There's a lot. I like all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
A wide range of garbage and good stuff alike.
I like everything from classical to country to rock and some rap.
I like a lot of rap. I'm not big on to like modern fresh country at all.
Oh, that's just like pop with a country accent. I don't know.
It's pop with a lot of twang in it, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I think of when I think of country for some reason.
I'm a closet mumble rap fan.
Yeah, you like that Lil Xan shit, right?
Yeah. I'd rather watch Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I like the old school stuff like Too Short and Big Daddy Kane, and when rap was first kind of hitting the scene or making it big.
Well, when it was first out, if you listen to like old school rap, which I do like,
Sugar Hill Gang.
Sugar Hill Gang, yeah, Melly Mel, the Furious Five and shit.
Run DMC and the Fat Boys.
Yeah.
EPMD, all that shit.
Beastie Boys.
It's pretty funky if you listen to it. Like I watched Beat Street the other day. Do you remember that movie?
Vaguely.
Beat Street and Breaking. I remember when the
Breaking. Yeah.
Beat Street was like a gritty, like a hard, gritty version of Breaking. It was a movie that came out to like sort of capitalize on this popular phenomenon that was going on, but it was like a much more dramatic. It was less like sort of popcorn bubblegum than Breaking, but yeah, man, like some of that, the old rap is just kind of like it feels very dated, and the new stuff, a lot of it has like all this. Let me rephrase this. I don't want to say all rap sounds the same, but it's very popular for like this particular rap cadence to happen. That a lot of rappers use this similar rhythmic style these days, and a few people stand out, but like Lil Xan.
Wet ass pussy.
I don't want nothing to do with no Lils. No Lil nothing. Lil Nas, Lil Xan, Lil Stomachache, Lil something.
Lil Jon.
Lil Bow Wow.
So did you like the halftime show this year, John?
I actually didn't mind the halftime show.
I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
I would have liked to have seen some more from Eminem.
Yep, I like Eminem.
I like
Eminem. I like Dre. I got no problem with 50 Cent. Who else was there?
The only one I wasn't familiar with was Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, I don't know him from a hole in the ground. I know his name. I've heard of him, but that's it.
I just didn't care much for the one song he did. It was just kind of like,
yeah, it sounded like a jumbled mess to me. I wasn't into it.
Mumble rap.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He is not, dude.
It's 400 miles an hour rap.
Dude, mumble rap. If you hear, I'll have to send you guys a Lil Xan video or some shit. I mean, it's like mumble rap. It's called mumble rap for a reason. He's barely forming words. You know,
See, that would probably make me angry to hear.
you know,
See, that would make me mad. That would be mood altering for me. I don't want to hear that.
you'll love it, dude. It's catchy.
Oh my god, I get so mad.
Well,
All right, I'm going to bed.
guys. Yeah.
I'm going to sleep. I
All
told
right.
myself I was going to get on here until 11 o'clock.
Well, I'm glad you stayed longer.
Yeah, me too.
Nice to be with you again, John. Should be on more often, dude.
I want to be on more often. I've just been fucking stuck in here. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out.
Well, dude, that looks like a pretty saw-like hole. Be careful on your way out.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, dude. It looks like I am trapped in the hallway.
It looks like you're like Jigsaw's gonna pop out any minute.
I'm going to get up and hit my head and fall on the floor, and the door's going to shut.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, I'm out.
All right, peace, gentlemen.
Peace. Good seeing you. I love you. Later.
Peace, y'all.